of the smooth operator. Shawty on repeat, I say sleep later. This another favor, consider me your neighbor. Lost a lot of fam in pursuit of the paper. She gon' catch the vapors when we slide by. The way I speak my mind, it's like I peak my prime, but I ain't close. I cruise through the night air, fantasy a dream, real world is a nightmare. Like Claire battling the brainless, learn to live shameless. Talk about me alive, but claim that I'm nameless. You aimless, so I'ma style on them. They washed up, it's a rap, throw the towel on them. Gaining miles on them, otakus for the win. Tacos, it depend on the mood that I'm in. Like Finn when it's time for adventure. This some new blue, get ready to enter my mind for a few. Come and take a ride with the crew. I'ma show you how to recoup days lost when you vibe with the blue. Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. About time to regroup. Fly, got my eyes on the view. Never hear lies, only truth. Realize why they vibe with the blue. 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 Vibe with the vibe with the sky. Wait, you know the rest. I'm blessed, I see you frontin' like you ain't impressed, but I still get requests. I'm playing Zelda on the GameCube, I quit spamming my music. Don't ever try forcing the links, that's a high rule. The wind waker, Mother Nature on my side too, controlling the elements. Go and check my avatar, I'm arrows ahead. Get the point, moving forward, the battle scars accumulated over time are reminders of what I went through as a grinder. The trees broke down for this loose leaf. If life's a game of death, I'm Bruce Lee, ooh wee. Lose sleep on the regular, trying to get this word out. Then I crash nebula. Wish I had a very odd parent, maybe two, but it's cool. Everybody pays dues. Now it's time to make moves. Granny didn't raise me to lose. Think I'm in the mood for a cruise. Wonder why? Come and vibe with the blue. Come 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 vibe with the. Check this out, y'all. I'm back spazzing like the elderly worth of my cousin Beverly. Never swear away from the truth. Just ask Heather, be weather, be tripping, starting to control like our destiny. Always give you the best of me until the death of me. My weaponry is a paintbrush. Hush, don't tell my secret. They get a hold of it. If you leak it, get it. As usual. It's cool. Got you covered though, look. But let me get back to that cool-ish, loose-ish. Why they still lying? They don't do this bad at board games. Whole world clueless, selling their soul for Roof Chris. Who's this honored fella? Need a slice, extra mozzarella. Crew gotta born like they don't trust fun. Why you dodge to tell her? You don't know, but my odds are better. Life's a gamble, depending on who holding the cards. You can start living at large or it's bon voyage. Charge it to the game. Me and you ain't the same. I'm thinking bigger pictures. Why you still shrinking the frame? Ever blink in the rain? It helps when your eyes dry. Mob with the bright minds. Think you funny, wise guy? Midnight marauder with a new tribe. Tired of the fake. Come and vibe with the blue sky. Come vibe with the blue sky. Why do you try? We get them high. Take them high. What I do? Come vibe with the blue. Yeah. Come vibe with the blue. Pass what up? Vibe with the.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet, what the hell is this?
Are you ready?
I might take off a couple of heads a night. Somebody give me a guillotine. I just might ride on my enemies. Dog and I fuck on my energy. Nowadays they just talk, but they talk about nothing. Nowadays everybody wanna say something. Goddamn, I'm the man and it feel like it. Give a damn about a hater when I feel like it. Not today, not today, not today, not tomorrow. Get out my way, please. I'm trying to get paid.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's your boy Ernie, Blerd without fear. Got the homie Robo of Left Face TV. Welcome, man. This is what is this? This, God, man, it's 33. Is this 33? It's 33.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Are we gonna do that every week? I think we're gonna do that every week. Where we like, which one is this?
Which one's this? It always surprises me because we're just like, it's like, man, the number, because like to me, it feels like yesterday. Like it feels like yesterday. It feels like the first show was like maybe a month ago.
Whenever we do like the thumbnails and you put the deal on it, I'm like, damn. That's wild.
It's like, oh, we here for a long time. Okay.
yeah. For a good time and a long time.
You're right. But no.
Factory 3 out of 4 days with Robo this week so far. Look at that,
dude.
Look at that. Look, let me tell y'all something. I went to bed on time. I was a responsible professional adult. I knew what time I had to get up in the morning. I got a new dog, so I went to bed. I woke up at 3:30 because this dog was crying. I let him out, bring him back in, lay in bed, and I'm just like, well, I'm awake now. And I had only been asleep 3 hours. I had to get up, take my son on his appointments, and then, so now I was like, I thought it was, my wife comes home, she goes, are you going to stream? And I'm like, hey, I'm going to try to. She goes, you look tired. And I'm like, that's her way of telling me I look like shit. I'm like, right,
damn.
maybe I won't stream.
Oh my god. Nah. You still stream. You still stream, damn it. It's a non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
She's like, you just lay right there. Go ahead. I'll put on a movie. I'm like, okay. 6 minutes later, I'm like, I need my sleep apnea machine.
Dude, let me tell you, it's funny you say that. Because man, there are some days where like, man, I'll be on the couch and I'll just like pass smooth the fuck out. Like I'm done. Just my shit's done. And the only thing that makes me get up off the couch is I can't sleep like this. Like I'm sleeping, like I'm sleeping ugly as hell out here. So I have to get up, force myself to go to the bed. It's either that or move the CPAP machine to the living room. These are the only options. Put the gear on.
Yeah. My shit's like they have like early, moderate, severe, or whatever the middle, the first one will be. Mild, moderate, severe for it. I think I'm like somewhere between mild and moderate. So when I don't have it, I don't notice it, except in my day-to-day, like I'm groggy, like I know I'm getting shit sleep. But I don't have it severe. So where like how you're describing is exactly how my dad is. Like he cannot sleep without it because he'll just keep waking himself up. Like,
I know me too well. It's also when I go to bed at night, or who am I kidding? Night. When I go to bed as the sun comes up,
yeah,
I have reached that point to where, I mean, when I lay down, it's over. Like it's over. It's done. Yeah.
That's it. You know what's funny? I thought it was a superpower. Like every girlfriend I ever had, everybody, like Mylene, she'd get mad. Man eater. She would get mad and she would be like, I'll be like, okay, let's go to bed. And I'm like, all right, let me go to bed. And she'll be like sitting there, gone immediately. And one time I remember she like pushes me. She goes, I know you're not asleep already. I'm like, what? No, I was asleep. She goes, it hasn't even been 2 minutes. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I always thought, so by the way, if y'all listen to this, I thought that was like, man, I could sleep anywhere, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, if you sleep that fast, that's actually not good. It's a sign of exhaustion. It means that your sleep quality is shit. And when you lay down, you fall asleep. Like it means that your body is in exhaustion. It should take around 5 minutes to fall asleep. And if you're falling asleep in like 30 seconds, you're probably suffering from sleep deprivation. So.
Oh no,
not a superpower.
No, not a. Well, and it's funny too, because like that used to be a thing. Like or for me, like it was one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, like when it's time to go to sleep, I'm done. But now it's more of a like like when I do go to bed, it's because like I've been up for so long. Like when I go to bed, it's funny. You think about like how often like you stay up till like the sun comes up.
Right. Yeah.
And a lot of people think that it's like, oh, dude, you were like wide awake the whole time. It's like, no, not really.
Yeah.
It's like that last hour is me like, okay, let me. Man, I gotta get up. Does this thing recline? Yeah, this thing reclines. I don't. Yeah, let's go ahead. It's me willing myself to get up. But
you'll nod off of the keyboard.
Dude, I've done that, dude. Like it has gotten so bad. Something like, and this thing does recline like all the way back. Like I'll just be like, yeah, pull that footrest out and just like, yeah, let me, because I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. My shit's cooked. I'm done. But yeah, we've got here. I actually want to because we got some action going on here.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
and then we got an announcement.
And then we have an announcement. Oh yeah, we do that too, man. Okay, yeah, man. I you know what I wish I would have done. It's gonna now the benefit of hindsight is probably not the funniest thing on earth now, but down the road it'll be something that we'd play the music for. But first and foremost, we'll do this first, then we'll do the we'll bring the mood down so we can bring it back up. We'll bring the mood down so we can bring it right back up. But no, we've got first and foremost, we've got Stomp 10 out here with the what is that? Is that a $4.99er? Man, out here. We've got Stomp 10 says, love this podcast so much, and I can't wait to hear your opinions on the boys finale. Oh yeah, you're most certainly gonna be getting that. Yeah, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. He's like,
just finished it.
He's like, oh, so it's fresh, y'all. It's good and fresh.
Yeah.
Like, meanwhile, I'm be sitting there like, man, what the?
See, that's what I get for watching it at 5 a.m. before I went to bed.
Right. It was like the other this morning when I got up, I was like sitting out there in the living room, wife and kid, they were watching I think they were watching Renfield. I don't know why either. My wife did that.
Okay,
yeah, she was just like, she just put it on just to have something to watch. But
is it fun? Is it good? Is it bad?
I mean, you know what? I don't have a problem with it, but I get why some people probably didn't like it. To put it in perspective, did you ever see the movie Warm Bodies? Like the one where it was like, it was funny enough, same star. Nicholas Hoult, but he's playing a zombie, and there's like the girl who and he's like one of the zombies who can actually like.
Oh, so and then they kind of like fall in love a little bit.
Yeah. Like, I love that kind of goofy dumb shit. Like when a movie knows what it is, like on its face, and just says, hey, look, we're not taking this shit too seriously. Look, just ride with this shit. Look, stop trying to analyze it. Stop trying to understand it. Stop trying to make it make sense. Just fucking sit your ass back, lean back, drink that glass of tangerine Kool-Aid you got sitting right there, and just roll with this shit.
Play that game on your phone. It's
Look, you're here for a good time, not for a long time. That's basically what it is. Right. It is like, or rather, you're here for a good time, not for a smart time. There you go. But
Teresa Palmer.
Yeah. That's
so
basically.
No Alba.
Yeah, that's basically what Renfield is to me. And it's same as what Warm Bodies was. It was a check your brain at the door, and if you can do that, you're gonna have fun with this. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need it. Like I watch a lot of smart shit. Sometimes I don't want to think, But you know, sometimes it makes my brain hurt. But
Yeah.
needless to say, they were watching that, and like, it was one point I was like, oh man, I'm kind of having fun doing this, but now it's time to go be depressed for a minute, because I know that when I go out here and watch this boys, man, it's gonna make me feel some things. It's gonna make me feel some things. But we've all,
Especially if you know what happens in the comics, and I know everybody says it's far off, but it's like, yeah, well, I mean, the themes still might be there though. That's the shit. You don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, the plot, sure, it's gone, but yeah, the themes, they have not left the building.
That's right. That's right.
We've got man, also man, we got X-Trib out here. What is this? Was this 40? Is that 46 months? I think that's 46 months, right?
46 months. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, my God.
That's 4 years, isn't it? What,
Yeah.
12, 24, 36, 48. Golly.
Jesus.
4 years.
Dude, man.
If think about this. If he went to college, when this show started, he'd be like, all right, I'm done with my 4-year degree. Like, been a fan that long. That's a long ass time. Shit.
That's wild. And you know dude, you know what? I have to. I got to put some respect on that.
That's what's up.
Let me see. Or that probably didn't go through, because actually I changed it. That is true. I changed it. I'll have to fix that. Well,
I thought maybe I didn't hear the thing you did. So I was just
no, I changed it not too long ago. So like, it actually is not there right now. So we'll get it in post. We'll get it in post. I'm joking.
Mother's Milk Firecracker gonna become the new Mother's Milk monster, I think. I don't know. It looked like Ashley is gonna be something.
Yeah, I'm worried for Ashley. I'm worried for her. She
that's gonna be something else.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't show us. They just like, what happened with Ashley? And it's like, oh, you about to find out next season.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Jerome said, Robo and Ernie, forgive my ignorance, but is surgery an option to minimize or get rid of your need for sleep apnea machine? Yeah, when you are very severe, like your life's on the line.
Yeah.
You're probably having heart issues by then because you're not using sleep apnea machine. Your heart's getting enlarged. There is a surgery. But I say it all like that because like the surgery is like last resort. Like, they're literally cutting like holes in your to let you air flow more freely and all that shit.
Yeah. And you know, full disclosure, I have what they consider a severe case of sleep apnea, but not that severe. Like, it's severe, but like not on the verge of like, oh my God, you're gonna, at least, not yet. But I guess what also would have been helpful. I could have read the message that went along with this. 46 months. Glad to catch you live after being on vacay. Hey, we appreciate you, of course. Obviously, 46 months, long time.
Oh, you hadn't read it yet?
I hadn't read. Like, I was so caught up in the 46 months of it all that I was just like, 46. Anyway, you know how we do. Then we also got Bow Factory just joined as a silver Blerd Club Silver Mine out here. Love to see it. And I want to say there was something else on here as well, but it's just far enough back that we're gonna have to go into the way back machine.
New events.
Yeah.
Pub mask. Gang.
hey, dude, look. Man, some of the best sleep you'll ever fucking get. Let's see. This should show up. Let's see. Yep, it showed up. Man, look at that. Dude, look at us out here, man. Out here, dude. Just shit working like it's supposed to. But we got Bone Factory also. I have with the $2 super chat said Newhart. I was preparing for this day, but still. So yeah, for those who don't know, Bob Newhart passed away, which is kind of wild considering usually celebrity deaths come in threes. And we got like 4 or 5 of them junts, like in just the last week, like because Shannon Doherty.
We
lost Shannon Doherty, Richard Simmons, Dr. Ruth, and someone else passed away. Oh, the little kid. He's not a little kid anymore, but the little kid that was on Alf. Well, he was 46 years old up until recently. He passed away too. So that's all.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but his was kind of more tragic because both he and his dog died because they were in a car. And apparently he either took a nap in his car or passed out in his car. And both himself and the dog died of heat stroke. So that was kind of...
Damn.
Yeah.
I think I might have a problem because it was way more sad that there's a dog in there now.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was... like it kind of messed with me. I'm not going to lie because...
Yeah, that sucks, man.
It's like, not only are you... Oh, that was the other one. Shelley Duvall. Shelley Duvall is gone. Which, by the way, we watched, like, I think the day that I found out, or the very next day, we ended up watching The Shining.
Richard Simmons, yep.
Mm-hmm. Dude, there's a lot of motherfuckers is gone. Like, just in, like, and I'm talking about just, this is the last week.
And it's just gonna get worse because I mean, you're doing that. I mean, you go in generations, right? You get like booms and birth, and then we're about to see all them people that were like adults when we were little kids. Like the adults we got to see when we were like 5 and 6 years old, and they're sitting there at 40. They're all dropping off now because we're in our 40s and they're at the end. You know.
It's wild. Like, because you don't think about age like that sometimes. And you're just like, oh my god. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, and I think by this point, I think we're all caught up. So now it's time to bring the mood down.
Well, let me give one good news. Let me give one good news.
Go ahead. One good news.
So one good news. So we'll go up, then down. Actually, bring them down first. We'll go up into the
keep
TV.
it up. Keep it up. Yeah.
Well, before the crash, we'll get up.
We're gonna
make sure we don't crash, everyone. We're gonna go pulling cheese, going back up.
But no, we are sad to announce that Cypher, who just for Cypher, damn.
Yeah, I wonder how many of y'all were like, "Oh, what?
Like what? No, well, no, what's happening?"
But this is how you do it. I'm fucking up the announcement. But this is how you do it. You ever guys go to your parents and you go like, I failed, and then you're like, "What? I'm like, nah, I got a C-." See? I got you, huh?
You bring him down.
Man, don't play with me. See, but if you had started with a C-, they get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Chris is not dead. See, now
he's not yet.
It's just gonna be. It can only get better from there.
Yeah, right. He's not dead, no, but he is leaving the show. That is, which that was one of those things. Like we kind of had a little talk off to the side, and honestly, his reasoning, it made sense. It was, he's got a lot going on. Going on. Guy's got a new family, a lot of work to do, and his own personal stuff. And honestly, it was one of those, I was just like, you know what? I totally get it. It's not like we're not still homies or whatever,
Right. No, it definitely killed him. But I mean, you all see it. You all will see it. You guys used to clown in the chat. Like he come in here half asleep and shit. This dude was trying to like, he's got a fiance. I don't know what's public. I don't know what's public or not public, but he's got a fiance.
Well, no, he's got that part's dog. Public. That part, because remember he put the video out about it.
That's right. And then that dude lives in Atlanta, so he has like an hour and a half commute in the morning. You got to wake up at 5 a.m. to get to work, and then he's rushing home to get to here, and then he's sitting here. I'm here, guys. He's like, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you're burning like as my granny used to tell me, like you're burning the candle at both ends. It's one of those type of situations. So I was like, yeah, it made sense. It made perfect and total sense. But he is okay. He is okay. It's just that he just it is what it is at this point. But he's still the homie. So we still want y'all to show some love and support to him because I mean hey.
Sir G, Sir Sergi said, "Oh, that's even sadder. Hope he's okay." Like it would have been less sad if he was dead.
It's like, oh damn, damn. It's like, I mean, he good. Just jump.
Yeah, like, oh, he's dead. Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding. He's leaving the show. Leaving the show. Oh, I was good when he said he's dead. I didn't want to leave the show. Oh, you guys want me to? Yeah, be like.
He was like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got nothing. What? something hidden leaf something jutsu. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's
if you
all
guys want a third, I'm throwing my name in for consideration. Well, here, I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
The next part of this advice is, all right, and I hope everybody has a pen. If anybody is interested in being a third member for this show, Nerds of Culture, you can eat my ass because there's only ever going to be 2 people on the show from here on out.
Yeah.
Unless, unless you can convince Blerd. I mean, that's the only one who can outrank me on that one. But we realize we don't like talking with like that many people. We can't even do it now. Look, he's trying to talk, and I haven't shut up yet. See what I'm saying?
I also, it was also decided too that, I don't think this is something that we really just talked openly about with Cypher, but it was kind of one of those things that once it became known to us that Cypher was going to be leaving, we both just collectively decided that that was it. Like we weren't going to try, we weren't going to try and replace the homie. We weren't going to try and replace him. He is irreplaceable. So, and we were just going to leave it at that. But yes, that said, we have brought the mood down. It's now time.
News.
Yeah, good. The good news. Now we get hit him with the good.
Pull up. So as some of you all may know, my son. What? What happened? What I said? What happened?
What Bone Factory says it's just my fog machine. God damn it.
He's still part of the show. No more vape file cover up the screen.
Right? We just see, now just whenever I have like those, like, oh man, let me turn this on real quick so I can so I can remember what we had.
Will there be a little glass case altar for it's gonna be in the back, a big thing, and instead of like a costume, we'll just have like one vape pen sitting right there floating in the middle.
Well, we're gonna have his headband. We're gonna have like a leaf headband and a bunch of other shit out there. Just we do, man. You know how we do. But no.
But the good news. But the good news is some of y'all already know that my son has classic. He's going through classic Hodgkin's lymphoma. He was at stage 3, maybe even stage 4 because it had spread to his bones. Right. So my little boy, he's 20. He'll be 21 in February, but he's still my little boy. Is going through chemo. Every 2 weeks he goes and literally goes to hell. He's asleep for like 4 days, just feeling like shit. So he's at the halfway point. And yesterday he went and got the scan for the halfway point to see how effective the chemotherapy is doing. And it came back, there is no detectable cancer in his body anymore. It is completely cancer-free, disease-free. He still has to finish the last 3 months of the chemo just in case there's any microscopic undetectable one. But as of right now, my boy does not have cancer. He's just going through chemo.
Dude, that's good news.
He's a badass. He just every 2 weeks he takes it on the chin. He sits there, he's sick, and then I know when he's feeling better because I'll like take him, I'll bring him some food or water or whatever. And then all of a sudden I'll hear him from the room while he's yelling on GTA RP. I'm like, okay, he's feeling a little bit better. He's back on. He's back on it.
But no, I'm glad to hear that. I'm learning the same. Actually, I'm glad you saved that. Because we needed that uplifter.
There you go.
Actually, let me see if this works this time. Let's see. Does it? Nope, still doesn't work. Still doesn't work. We're good. We're good. It doesn't work.
Something's happening though. Because something's happening. Do you all hear anything at all? Because on my end, I can tell when you push it because in your voice, something happens to your voice. It gets distorted.
Really?
I don't hear any sound. Like right now, there's nothing. But when you pressed it, it went, oh, nope, there's nothing.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Okay, cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
I will. Okay, well, I'll have to work on that. That is a that is a work on it job.
So not only do we not have Chris for this episode, you don't get no sound effects, no danger,
nothing.
Danger.
Well, wait. I can still do that one. I still got that one.
Oh, there's some you can do.
Yeah, I still got that. I can do the video ones.
Okay.
Like I can always I can always do that one. I have to mute the other one.
That's what's up.
I have to mute the other one. That's the only.
I thought it was like the whole sounds. That's good. All right.
Yeah, no. You good. No, but no. That said. That said, we have got. Oh man, what have we got? Oh yeah, we got Star Wars, and we've got the boys.
Yes.
Always I guess
the Acolyte.
This shows how much I probably watch too much of the Majority Report, because every time I want to say the boys, I always want to jokingly say the boish. So I need to. That's a sign. That's a sign I need to cut back on. Need to cut back on the Majority Report. At least
no such thing.
No such thing. No. Majority Report's great. Nobody tell Sam Cedar I said that. Nor Emma Vigeland. Don't tell him. That said, yeah. I guess let's. Where should we start? Do we want to start with? Should we start with the boys, or do you want to start with the Acolyte?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. Well, I'm about to say, because I think the boys is fresher in your head, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
actually, it's better if we start with Acolyte.
Okay.
Because the longer we talk, the more shit just falls out my brain. I'm like, man, it's been 6 hours. I'm not sure what the
it's like, man,
what was that?
He's like, wait, what? Well, okay. So, in full disclosure, even for that, because you know what I've caught myself saying when talking about the Acolyte? I've caught multiple conversations and just spoken and text.
Yeah.
Where I have referred to the Acolyte as Ahsoka. I don't know why.
You have.
I have. Yeah. I was like, I don't know what, because I think when you and I were talking about it in a DM in our DMs, I said Ahsoka, and I was like. And the thing is, the second I typed it out, I was like, "Oh my god, man, that's
you know what's
age.
weird about that? What's weird is, I literally, when you had done that, I haven't seen Ahsoka, and so I was catching up. That day, I had watched the first episode, and I was like, I didn't know. Maybe I put it in Discord somewhere.
Nah.
Huh. Yeah, and then you said never mind. I was like, oh wow, what a weird coincidence. Yeah, so I thought you really did mean Ahsoka, and I had told you and forgot. I'm like,
no,
man, I need to go see a doctor. I do not remember saying that.
No, see, no. The truth is, I need to go see a doctor. Is what I. It's not that serious. Though I'm sure I have some neurological something going on. But no. So yeah, the Acolyte has come to a close. And for those who have not been keeping up, the Acolyte is the latest in.
Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up?
Can you bring my frame down on the OBS?
Yeah. We're talking about on this one.
Yeah, see how my top of my head is.
Yeah. You're cut off. Yeah, you're cut off. I got you.
Pull me down a little bit.
Don't you even don't.
I would just. Discord hit you up in Discord, but I know
you know I'm not gonna see that. You know I'm not gonna see that. So don't do it. Yeah, just tell me here.
Like, man,
tell me here.
JV, but I'm gonna keep forgetting, so I just gotta say it on live.
Yeah. No. Always, yeah. I'll be the first one to say, yeah, you got to tell me, because I literally muted everything is muted. I will not see it unless unless you say, hey, check DMs. I'm like, oh shit, let me do it. But but no, this is this is the latest in the Star Wars Disney Plus television series. And also kind of a part of, not kind of, it is a part of an initiative that I think started like maybe 3 years ago, to push the High Republic era of Star Wars. Like, they've done it across different books, different comics, and now a TV show. And I think there is even some, I believe there's a video game that was announced 5 ever ago that's also gonna maybe take place in and around the same time. There's a huge push. The High Republic initiative is a huge thing for Star Wars right now. Whether anyone realizes it or not, I think like diehard Star Wars fans know this, but like I would not expect normie Star Wars fans, like you only watch the Star Wars movies, you only watch the TV shows, you don't read any of the books, the comics, you don't collect any of the toys, whatever, blah blah blah. If you don't do any of that, I don't expect you to know this. But
hopefully that game that come out is gonna be like a game as a service type thing.
Right? Dude, you know what? I think it should be a games of service. And you know what else? I think there needs to be a battle pass where all the good
battle
stuff.
Pass,
all the good
loot
stuff.
Box?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Battle passes, loot boxes. There also needs to be 4 systems of currency, real money currency.
Right.
And
3 of them real money, and then 1 is like very rare.
Right.
You have to spend hours and hours on the game to even get up.
Yeah.
And that way people can point it and go, no, you can use those. That's free.
Yeah. See? That no, you understand. You understand.
Yeah.
You know what makes a good game.
I understand business. I understand economy. And I know that, trickle down economics is all we need in our video games.
Yeah, dude. It worked for America. I mean, why wouldn't it work for video gaming? In case
I'm excited for the skins.
Yeah.
Man, I tell you what, I can't wait to spend $15 every month for a new skin.
Man, not for 15 new skins.
What?
1 skin. Just one. One skin.
Yeah. That's kind of throwing shade at DBD, by the way.
Yeah, that is.
Because every time you buy a new season, it's like you get 1 survivor, 1 killer. I'm like,
yep.
Why do I do this? Why do I do
this? It's like why? And now there's a 2v8 mode. So yeah, have fun with that. Yeah, I'm so good on that. But I will definitely say though, for me personally, as a guy who I'm not as like terminally dialed in on Star Wars as probably like your most diehard fans. Like I consume enough Star Wars to kind of rest comfortably in the middle between like the diehard nerds that can literally like name random aliens in the background who did not have speaking lines in movies. And then people who like Star Wars enough to get a tattoo. Like I'm kind of in the middle of that.
So you're not that guy like, oh, that's Akla.
Right, no.
That's crazy. You saw the Easter egg, right? Yeah.
Look, I know just enough to have been sad when the voice actor for Salacious Crumb died. That's all. That's as deep as I go.
Okay.
The little puppet. For those who don't talk about the little puppet thing that sat on Jabba's lap to go. That guy. Yeah.
Oh, wait. I was nodding. Didn't even know what the fuck you were talking about. So what's the guy's name? Who's the other bounty hunter in Mandalorian? The alien dude?
Wait. You're talking about not like that. That is not. Is not Din Djarin or whatever.
Wait, Din Djarin? No. Yeah,
you're talking about the one that is not.
He looks like a bad guy, like bounty hunter, shoot him up, dude.
Was Cad Bane in Book of Boba Fett?
Whichever one it was. Book of Boba Fett was just whichever one it was, Boba Fett was still just Mandalorian. You know,
that is true. Yeah, it was a
Mandalorian starring Boba Fett.
Yeah, it was like, hey, look, we don't have the next season of Mandalorian ready. Here's this Mandalorian to tide you over. That's basically what Book of Boba Fett was. I can
So
look.
when you said Salacious Grub, I was thinking Cad Bane. Don't ask me why.
No,
Just my brain did it, and I was like, "Dang, that's sad."
It's like,
he just got that role too.
right? Man, he was just starting to come up. But
one season you died. That sucks.
No, the little puppet creature that was on Jabba's lap in Return of the Jedi. Yeah, that actor passed away, sadly.
Damn.
But no, this was basically like just more Star Wars. That's honestly, I feel like personally, I know people love the Star Wars movies. I have kind of become that type of person that feels very similarly to Star Wars as I have for Star Trek and for the last bit. That I'm one of those people that like, I don't need more Star Trek movies. Just keep making good Star Trek TV shows. Even though technically the TV shows were first anyway, but still, I would rather it be, if I had to choose between the thing I can have and the thing I can't have, I would, if I had to choose with Star Trek, I would take the TV shows a million times over before I take a movie. I'm kind of in that same boat with Star Wars right now where like, I mean, yeah, the movies are cool and all, but I would much rather have, TV shows because you have more time to cook on those TV shows.
Right.
Not to mention, you don't wind up with that age-old problem that Star Wars has always had, and it's that, oh, hey, here's a really cool-looking character, but guess what? No storytelling whatsoever. This character is two-dimensional at best. Looking at you, Darth Maul. Like, Darth Maul, and I say Darth Maul specifically because Darth Maul was a character who, while, yes, is he cool-looking? Yes, he is very fucking cool. However, it wasn't until we got the movies, or not movies, but the TV shows like Clone Wars, Rebels, so on and so forth, where we actually got to know that Maul could be cool because literally had two lines in all of the Phantom Menace. So yeah, it just, to me, I think it's a better medium. Star Wars, I think, works better on television, just my personal opinion.
No, you're right. I think any sort of like deep world building that needs to happen, that people grow to love, does really well. Like maybe, sure, do a movie, but I think like kind of anime does it well, right? Yeah. Where you get all the shows and then every now and then you get a big like feature-length film. But like even like Lord of the Rings, I mean, you can go deeper, outside of just the 3 movies, you can go deeper in the world. So the epic, right? Like here is the journey to drop off the ring. Okay, great. Those could be movies, right? I don't need a season
of that. Yeah.
Right. No. But when I want to get into like the nitty gritty of the world that is in, don't give me another movie.
No,
I want a show so we could really dive in. Yeah.
That's where I think the Lord of the Rings movies failed, actually. Not the original ones, but like when they tried to make a Hobbit trilogy,
right?
And it was like, we weren't really in that place yet where I think this would have worked as well as it could today. But like, there's something to be said for that second trilogy, because originally it was only supposed to be 2 movies, and they drug it out to be 3. And honestly, I think that would have actually worked better as a little mini series, like maybe do like 6 or 8 episodes. And I think that would have, like, honestly, I think you could have gotten away with 6 episodes, like of a Hobbit TV show. And I think that would have gotten you everything you needed to know. Like that'd be peak Hobbit. But yeah. But and not only did they drag it out to 3 movies, they drug it out to 3 3-hour movies. So there you go.
For the Acolyte, it seems like there's, let's be fair, 3 groups of people.
Yes.
Here's something that I've been noticing, and tell me if you've noticed it too.
Okay.
It seems like, and I really hate to do this because anytime there's any kind of both sides or horseshoe, whatever the fuck, I want to puke. Like, so I'm not. I'm gonna do both sides this one time.
Just this once.
Seems like just this once. I'll never do it again ever. It seems like there's like these two groups of people. One is definitely more harmful than the other, but they get this very like this narrow-sighted opinion about people who don't agree with them.
Gotcha.
Okay, so let's go on the right. And if you don't agree with me that this movie, X movie, is bad or good, you're just a woke, you know, beta, whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
But something I've noticed, because I'm on Threads, okay? And Threads, I've been a lot more careful than I was on Twitter regarding who I interact with and what things I like. So the algorithm is treating me nice over there. Like I'm like, okay, good. I don't have to see any shit. And if I argue with anybody, it's gonna be in the comment section of somebody I want to see more on my timeline. I'll argue with Chuds in there, but I'm not gonna argue with Chuds on their shit because then the algorithm is just gonna keep showing me their shit, right? Anyways,
Right.
But then there's those people on the left. And this is why I brought up Threads, is because I have a better algorithm, right? I'm old enough to not give a fuck about an echo chamber. I'm good. I'm ready for an echo chamber. All right, let me spend my last half in an echo chamber.
I've had enough time. I'm kind of in that same boat. I've had enough time hearing everybody's opinion. Now I just want to hear. Yeah. Now I'm pretty big on that. I like ground news. I have Fox News app on my phone that I get notifications for, because I want to see what the loons are dropping as headlines, you know. But for Threads, I'm like, nah, this is gonna be a good place for me. This is
Anyways,
fun.
so the lefties are posting about Acolyte, and then it seems like that there is a section of lefties where it's like, you're not allowed to dislike it. Now, I get being sus, right? It kind of goes back to that Latinx conversation we always have. You know what I mean? Like when there's a Latin dude that doesn't like Latinx, oh, don't say that. I'm not gonna like shit on you immediately, but I'm gonna be like,
my eyebrows raised.
Explain. Yeah, why don't you like and how the answer is gonna be. If you don't like Ms. Marvel, if you don't like Captain Marvel, if you don't like Ahsoka, if you don't like Acolyte, if those are the only movies you don't like, I'm like, bro, I got your number already. Stop.
Yeah, no, we get you. We get you.
You are allowed to not like this season. You are allowed to think that it's bland or they didn't do it well. I'm gonna personally disagree with you. But as long as it's not for the same old dumb, tired, black is DEI, woman is bad, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I'm okay with it. So we got the groups. It's fucking the best Star Wars ever. This is the worst garbage I've seen. And then I think the bigger group is in the middle where it's like meh. It's okay. I had fun, you know.
Yeah.
Which one would you say you land in? Or maybe you're the fourth group.
I definitely say I'm not like in the, oh, it's perfect, it's great, you're not allowed to dislike it camp. I definitely am not in that camp. I'm probably in that third group. But like on the upper tier. Like, I think the show's good. I enjoy the show a lot. I don't think it's perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think, matter of fact, it is far from perfect. And I would even say, it's good and far. I'm talking about like it is the difference, the difference between the Acolyte being a good show and being a great show is the difference between Hoth and Tatooine. Two completely different biomes. Different biomes away from each other. It is, like, to me, I feel like Acolyte is a good show that has something to say and is trying to do something that we haven't seen in Star Wars movies before. It's trying to show us something that I think people won't appreciate until kind of like how, and I'm not one of these people, but kind of like how what happened with the prequels. There are people who have, with the benefit of hindsight, gone back and been like, you know what? I kind of,
they weren't so bad.
Yeah, like they're like, oh, you know what? Maybe they were actually cooking something. I'm not quite there, but like with this, I do feel like that will be the case. I feel like
you don't like the prequels? Are you like you hate?
No, I do not. I appreciate what the prequels are trying to do, but I do not enjoy them. Like I would never
even episode 3.
No.
Wow.
I don't. And it's not like, oh, I hate them so much, like I vehemently hate them. No, it's not like that. I just find them boring. Like they don't okay. The prequels have I take it back. The prequels have good action set pieces. It's all the stuff that's in between those set pieces that I think is like, this ain't it.
Okay.
Like this like, and then there's certain choices that are made. I'm like, this ain't it. Like this ain't it.
Yeah. Some of the complaints I've heard about this one right here on the Acolyte, I just haven't heard. Okay, first of all, let me start by saying that I'm with you. I probably could have made a 4th category, and it's like I wouldn't call it the best Star Wars of all time. This was so fucking awesome. And if it is to you, and by the way, if it is because of the representation, I think that's fucking valid.
Not you.
Acolyte. Oh, what's going on?
No, I was like, I was like, why is this so embarrassing? And I've started reading up. You can carry on.
No, I think it's there. It's just talking about how people. It's embarrassing that I'm assuming that it's embarrassing for people to think that it was just because it was about women. I don't know. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was directed on us. I didn't take it that way.
That's what I thought at first. I was like, what did I do? I was like, where? As I've been reading, that's why I was like, yeah, you can carry on. Because as I was reading up, I was like, at what point did we say that it was cringe because woman?
Yeah,
but I was like,
I think it's cringe.
I think it's
there are some cringe parts, but it's because of the acting, not because of the content of the show.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, I was gonna say you cook because I do have something to say about the acting on the show. I have opinions about that, but that's another story altogether.
The main things I've heard was people are angry that that now Anakin isn't special to be conceived by Immaculate Conception.
Well,
my aunt.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah.
Who said that he had to be the only one?
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, thank you, Saul. Thank you, dude. By the way, dude, love to see you here. Man, I miss your face. I gotta admit. But I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Wait. I'm still just trying to figure out who they're talking to.
Hey, Kitty Lori, who are you talking about?
Yeah, I think Salt said that they're probably talking about the Rightoids, which I think they. I mean, I agree 100%.
I think we're just getting confused.
I feel like
now we're getting confused because of the pronouns.
Yeah,
and the pronoun is you.
Yeah, I was like,
wait. You're getting a stun lock because if you mean you like you're having this conversation with the Chuds, cool. But if you mean you like us, well, just let us cook. Like we haven't said anything.
Hey, I mean, like I said, if that smoke is for the right, by all means, empty the clip.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, I see.
I see.
Thank you. Maverick, you know what? Here, I gotta do something, man. Because you know what? I don't know why.
My mind. You read my mind. I already know what you're about to do.
He's like,
Flash mod.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, why have I never done this before? I have no idea. I was like, yeah, we're just gonna, yeah, there you go, bam, yeah. Have fun with that. You have been christened. You've been christened, so now we got two. We got two in here now. Exactly.
You don't get the real one. That's for the big bucks.
Yeah,
but
that's for the big bucks.
I'll sing it to you though.
See, he gets it. He gets it. But no, it's funny to me though, because I wanted to say real quick. I know some people talk about the quality of the acting. You mentioned something about it. I've seen some people talk about the script. I've seen people talk about. Here's the thing. That's Star Wars. Star Wars has. Let's be honest with ourselves.
Right. You talk about it. You don't have to scream no like that again.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do
it. Star Wars has never had good acting in it. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Like,
True.
okay. Let me take that back. James Earl Jones is the exception to that rule.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. And Forrest Whitaker.
I would. You know what? I'll give it to Forrest Whitaker as well.
Okay.
But generally speaking,
mm-hmm.
You know how like when you go back and look at those old like 80s movies when they would make fun of how actors you're trying to get into the mind of the character, and they'd be like, oh, what's my motivation? So I'm gonna tell you what the motivation was on the set of Star Wars. Honey baked ham, glazed ham, boar's head. That like all these things I'm saying, that was the motivation. Ham this shit up. That's what they do. That's what Star Wars has always done.
Yeah.
I don't go to Star Wars for avant-garde acting. I don't go to Star Wars expecting to see Academy Award winning or even Academy Award nominated performances. I go because it's got laser swords and spaceships and people and space wizards.
Right. Right.
I don't go to it for the acting. So like when I see people complain about the acting, I'm like, if you can go back and watch some old movies and not have any problem with the acting, I just see more of the same. That's my take on the acting of it.
Yeah, like when Luke Skywalker's all bitching about having to go do that.
Tashi Station.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I was, oh my god, dude! Like, come on, man.
Kitty Lori, this is the last time I'm going to address you because we are going to do a show, but everybody knows that I have ADHD and I can't. I have a feeling, Kitty. Listen, you're welcome here. Just listen. Just let me address.
Oh, go ahead. Do your thing,
Kitty. You are reacting. I think
to the thumbnail.
Off the thumbnail. Yeah. You're imagining an enemy. We are a very lefty progressive space here, and I don't want you. I'm not gonna like attack you. I don't want you to leave this space and not feel like you're safe here because you misunderstood the thumbnail or you're hearing somebody in chat who may disagree with you.
This is someone who clearly has never watched a video or a stream before. Yeah, and they're not listening to what we're saying. They're not like I guarantee you they muted the stream.
Them the speech.
Yeah,
oh, you think so?
I think they muted the stream.
Well, if that's the case, well, they just I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt because I've never seen the name before, and it clearly have to be new to say that.
Yeah.
So no, those thumbnails are clickbait. If you've been here before, you know what they are. It is not grifting off anybody. By the way, matter of fact, I'll just jump right in and say, all the shit that happens when they start talking about DEI and all that shit, the witches, bro, the witches were dope. That's how you know. That's how you know for a fact.
I was gonna say,
I'm not Carter.
Yeah, no. Well, I was gonna say too. Here's the thing. I'm gonna play this, and Kitty. I hope that I don't know if you have us on mute. I assume you do because I feel like if you've been in here long enough, you probably should know that what you're saying is not about us, or at least should not be directed at us. Let me put it like that. But what I will say is, I personally feel that like if you hang around for a little bit, even just now, I feel like you would discover you are among allies here. For one, neither one of us has said anything about the LGBTQIA plus element of the show. At least nothing negative, in my opinion. I don't think I have. Also, we are not anti DEI. As a matter of fact, if you hang around long enough, you would often see us make jokes about people who say those things. As a matter of fact, this is a running.
I was gonna say what does it even stand for?
Too many niggas.
That's what it stands for. That's what it stands for. That's. So yeah, I find it sad and disheartening that that you think that we are a part of the problem. I will admit I made the thumbnail the way I made it on purpose, but
of course,
because that's part of YouTube. You have to get people in the door. And I want to get everyone in the door, including the people who might disagree with me.
Right. Unless you like a whole ass chud, and then I'm just gonna block you. That's cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's one of those things like you want to try and get everyone to try and click on the thing. But as a lot of people are, as a lot of people are saying in the chat right now, and honestly, especially on this show, my God, especially on this show.
That's right, yeah.
We're the wokies, okay? Like it's like hell. I can't tell you how many times I get called a beta male cuck wokie on Twitter. I am like
okay.
But yeah, that's a whole other story altogether. That is, you know what? I say we have dedicated more time to this than we probably should have.
Yeah.
But,
so check this out.
Yeah.
So the witches are dope.
Yes, the witch. Okay, yeah.
The witches are dope. And I'll be honest. I'll disagree. I can't remember who it was. Maybe Doomer. Here's what I find interesting. So the witches are out there doing their thing. I don't give a fuck that Anakin was they thought that he was supposed to be the only dude with immaculate conception. Guess what? Nope. Apparently it happens more than once. It's fucking okay. It doesn't even change anything about Anakin. Like Anakin became Darth Vader and gave birth to Luke Skywalker. It's fine. All the legacy is still there. Just because these girls happened doesn't mean that it takes away from Anakin. Then we have the witches, dope, right? Because if you think about it, if the Force is real, right? We're not talking about religion where you believe it's real. I'll leave it at that. I'm talking about the Force is literally a thing you use. You watch yourself pick up stuff. Why would there be only two, really, if you think about it, philosophies or religions about this thing? So if a real Force that some people are born with, you can't even have one religion here in real life think the same thing. You got Christianity was 72,000 different denominations. The same thing with Islam and everything else. There's different sects here and stuff. But in Star Wars, there's only Jedi, Sith.
Yeah.
For multiple galaxies. Okay, that's stupid. So you know what? We have witches. We're gonna use it this way. We have this. I hope we find some other Force users, and I hope they're all women. I hope they're all non-binary. With both genitals all fucking each other just to make the chuds mad.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I loved about it. So what we're talking about here, as far as the thing that I feel a lot of people were probably irrationally angry about. And yeah, I thought that these women were really cool. I thought the witches were amazing. As a matter of fact, I would have preferred had the show been more about, technically it was, but more about them and not really anything to do with the Jedi. I actually would have been more happy with the show if we would have leaned more into these characters.
And maybe we get one. Maybe we get like a whole, like they did with, the fucking, God damn it, the fucking Harrison Ford, what's his name? Then he goes and meets what's his fucking name?
About Han
Chewbacca
Solo?
and God damn, dude!
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they know. I've done a brain scan. There's no tumor. I'm gonna have dementia.
Well, I mean,
what's that dude's name?
The one guy,
Han Solo.
Yeah, the one guy.
Deep cut. Like I don't know every character. It's Han Solo, motherfucker. No, but give me the show with him.
Yeah.
So give me a show, and this one's just gonna be about the witches. That would be dope.
Well, that's why I have always said. This is why I have always said. Give me more non-Jedi stuff. Like, because case in point, we've had the Night Sisters. We have the Jedi. We have the Sith. We now have these, and they made it very clear in the finale, these women are not Night Sisters, because they said Night Sisters don't raise children.
That's right.
Which,
they're witches, though.
Yeah, but they are witches. They're Force witches of a different, like, but they're cut from a different cloth than these women are. And what I liked about this, and what I would like to see more of, is yes, I don't mind Force users being present, but I'm tired of like, oh hey, let's get these Skywalkers up out of here. I'm tired of the Skywalkers. And what I liked about this was the same thing I liked about The Mandalorian. It was not about Jedi. And I know a lot of people don't like the Solo movie, but I actually find it quite endearing because it, for one, does not have anything to do with the Jedi, and also is kind of a just fun little space romp. Like it reminds me of an episode of One. It like Solo reminds me of an episode of Cowboy Bebop. That's what it reminds me. That's actually what I think of when I watch Solo. I'm like, this is like an episode of Cowboy Bebop.
Did you like Rogue One?
I do. I love Rogue One. I love Rogue One.
Is so dope.
Rogue One. I love Andor. And dude, like, when people talk about this show saying, "Oh man, the show's so woke," I'm like, nah.
Which one?
Andor? I was like, that
Andor was woke?
Well, but when I say woke, I don't mean as a bad thing. I mean like like when people talk about political messaging and social commentary, Andor, that's where you get that.
Everybody keeps telling me to watch it, and I haven't got into it because I already told you all. Like, I like shiny covers. I like magic. I like, But whenever they start talking about like, oh, we're gonna do a Marvel series, we're gonna be more grounded, like more like Earth heroes. I'm like,
oh man. Well, I will say this though. It is. I think you would like it, just not so much in the sense that because it's not your typical Star Wars stuff. But there's a lot of messaging in it that is like for Star Wars it's very much calling out like stuff like police brutality, the military industrial complex, and how you start a revolution, how you fight back against like man, you know what? I never really thought about this way, but basically Andor is like Antifa the TV show.
Okay.
But like what if someone actually stood up and was like, hey, this is bad, and how far are you willing to go? How much of yourself are you willing to put on the line to fight fascism? Like what?
Is there any magic at all?
No.
Just a little bit. Like nobody makes anything float.
Sadly not. No.
All right, I guess I'll watch it.
he's like, oh, God damn it.
Maybe he has a vision. Maybe he has a vision. Like somebody sees the future. Maybe. No.
Hey, look, Raja says he's about to watch it. He's gonna watch it after this. See, look at that. It like personally, I love it. Like, I will admit, I walked into Andor just a smidge cold because it was the same argument for me that people had about other things like Black Widow. Oh, well, why do we care about this prequel series when we already know the character's not going to survive, so-and-so. And I was like, I was kind of in that mindset with this TV show. But once I watched that first episode, I was like, I will admit, the first episode starts a little slow. First episode's a little
I've
slow.
seen the first episode, and that's why I was like,
yeah, first episode's slow. I'm gonna be honest with you, it is slow, but the rest of it ain't.
You know what? Judah was saying the same thing. He's like, trust me, you're gonna love it. I was like,
you just gotta stick with it. You just gotta stick with it.
Well,
You just gotta
maybe after Kaiju number 8.
There you go. Hey, there you go. Hey, there you go. I mean, because to be fair, which also a great show. Not to dismiss that.
I did
at all.
finish that one. Yeah.
Oh, you did? You liked it a lot?
So good.
I love it.
Man,
I love it.
it.
I actually
really
love
good.
it even more because I'm very musical when it comes to anime. Like I like everything comes down to not just the show
That
itself.
intro song's a real song, right?
Yeah, it's a real song.
That's what I thought.
So I forget who does the intro song, but I know the outro song is One Republic.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, that means I'm pretty sure they do the intro too. Because I heard it, I'm like, that's like a radio song. What the hell?
Yeah. I thought the same thing. I was like, why'd they get I was like, it's not the first time they've ever done stuff like that, but I think they did it more. I don't know why, maybe for more mainstream appeal, which I think is funny considering that anyone watching anime doesn't care about mainstream appeal, but or mainstream artists they're already familiar with. But like, yeah, I've caught myself humming that fucking outro theme. Like, as a matter of fact, we have a little ritual when we watch in the house. Me, Cynthia, and Cersei, Cersei not so much because she's now embarrassed by it. But me and my wife, we like dance and like, fuck with each other. Like we'll sing it to each other like we're in some kind of music video or some shit. And then the outro, like I'm just like, yeah, or the intro or whatever, like yes, I love it. I love shit like that. But yeah, the Acolyte.
Yeah,
that's it.
Kelly says, how is there no show about the Hutts yet? A mafia-style Star Wars show. I feel that would be like, what?
I'd watch it.
But you would have to do the...
Oh no, that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I wanted. I'm gonna tell you what I wanted when they were doing Book of Boba Fett. I was hoping for kind of see how they have that Penguin show coming up that's supposed to be like kind of like a Scarface or like the Godfather style Batman show, but just about the Penguin. I wouldn't want to follow the Hutts per se, but I would love to follow a crime family of a similar ilk. Like, yeah, because I will say this. Yes, the Hutts not being able to understand the Hutts without having to read, I think would be a bit much. I think that would be, you'd be asking too much by making the Hutts the main characters. But I do think you could do the show if you framed it in such a way where the Hutts are major players, but they're not the protagonist of the show.
Or young Hutts, where they are major players, but they don't run shit yet. And when you're following the team in this series of the team, not only are you following the A storyline, which is whatever the people, but there's also like a B storyline where you get to see how the Hutts became the top dog. Yeah, that'd be dope.
I would rock with that. I would rock with that. It just, I personally, I'm just kind of this belief that you can make any show. Like I look at Star Wars the same way that I look at Marvel movies. Captain America: The Winter Soldier is a great Marvel movie.
Yeah.
But it's also, if you just separate the superhero-ness of it, it's a solid ass spy thriller. Really good fucking spy thriller. Like some Tom Clancy type shit. Like it works. Like if you filed the serial numbers off, Captain America: Winter Soldier could be any other movie. It could be a non-superhero movie if you really wanted it to be.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like you can do
Jason
the same.
Bourne or some shit.
Yes. Yeah, precisely.
Right.
And I feel like Star Wars, you can do the same thing with Star Wars, but people are kind of afraid to do it because sometimes it doesn't, or at least so far, it hasn't been as universally successful. Like you could make a crime noir Star Wars show or movie. You could make a like a heist movie, a Star Wars. Technically, they've already done it. It's called Solo, a Star Wars story. Also, technically, Rogue One, a Star Wars story, is also kind of a heist movie in parts. But I mean, like, you could do it. It's just that, you know, I think people need to be more open to trying new things with it. You got to open yourself up.
Hey, Doomer, it's not because it's bad. It's because we have ADHD. And we just go wherever the conversation.
I'm about to say, Doomer, you clearly haven't been around for long. We do this with everything. Like when we talk about the boys,
Acolyte's so bad it took 30 minutes to get to it. And I'm like, no, first of all, we always open by talking bullshit. Yeah. And then we talk about the Acolyte for 10 seconds. Something gets us off topic. That's okay.
I mean, to be fair, they did openly admit to being a hotep, so I'm not surprised that they
said straight up.
Yeah, they opened to it, so I was like, yeah, so I'm not surprised by the fact that they lack comprehension. But yeah, that said,
damn.
Hey, I have
so you like the Acolyte. You like tell me the things you said there were problems you did have with it though.
Yes. I feel okay, so let's talk about those things. I've talked about the things I love about it. I think the one thing I have a problem, really the main things I have a problem with, I kind of alluded to earlier. This one has more to do with the fact that, let me preface this. I actually like the narrative of the show that it's taking with the Jedi. More specifically, with
that's another thing they're getting pissed off about, but go ahead.
Oh yeah. Like, so Saul, who is the main Jedi character of the story. I like what they did with him in terms of, and really the Jedi as a whole, they kind of crafted this narrative where the Jedi are problematic. And the thing is, I thought it was so funny that people thought that this was a bad thing, or that people have acted like the Jedi have never been depicted as problematic before. They actually have been. It's just that, a lot of people were too busy rooting for the good guys. They didn't take a moment to really compartmentalize what they were doing. These people take children away from their parents.
Children, exactly.
And bear in mind, I want to present,
and make them soldiers
and child soldiers. Now here's the thing,
child soldiers.
I want to bring up Exhibit A. Right here. So we got Osha and May, when they are young, and I think about around this time, I don't remember if they actually said exactly how old they were.
They aren't, but they're not twins, so.
It's but that's it.
I'm still bothered by that, but it's okay.
It is one of those. It's kind of weird how that one. It's like, no. Anyway, but no,
they got twin actors out there. Come on now.
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't just do what they did for Amanda Stenberg, just have the same kid play the same kid. Anyway,
check this out. I learned last episode. My son told me. I thought they were twin sisters. And they're like, no, it's the same actor. I was like, oh shit. Oh, okay. No. And then as soon as I said that horrible ass green screen when they were both at the end, and she's standing by the tree, I was like, oh yeah, you could tell. Never mind.
Well, yeah, it's funny too, because it was weird because during the fight scene they had together, I actually thought they did that really well. How they kind of masked that it was two different people. I actually think they did a better job of it on that than the boys did with their finale, but that's a story for another day. Or for later in the show, rather. But no, my whole point here is these kids are clearly not older than 8 or 9 years old.
Sure.
And even then, same as they did for Anakin in The Phantom Menace, they said they were too old to train. So if these kids were too old and Anakin was too old, that means they're probably one of these kids coming in at 3, 4, 5 years old, practically babies. So the Jedi are more interested in taking babies away from their parents. Now I know.
Remember what she said? You know what was weird when she said, "We have a right to train them."
Yeah, I remember that.
We have a right to test them.
Yep,
what
sure did.
What world is this? What?
Yep. It's funny to me because no one really thinks about that. Whenever I hear people, crying and complaining about how the Jedi are depicted, the truth is they take children away from their parents. And while, yes, you could make the argument that, well, but they're going to teach them how to be space wizards and it's going to be so cool for them. Well, here's the thing. And your mileage may vary with this, but I know me. Well, yes, the prospect of becoming a space wizard sounds cool. It also would suck to be taken away from the people that I love or that I feel I should be able to spend the rest of my life with. And here's the thing, it's not even just, they can come visit on the weekends. No, you're not supposed to have any emotional attachments. Meaning you're not supposed to see your parents, you're not supposed to see your brother, you're not supposed to see your sister, you're not supposed to see your sibling, you're not supposed to see your grandma, your auntie, your cousin, the uncle, you know the one I'm talking about, the one you're not supposed to be left alone with. Yeah, you're not supposed to see any of them. And I think that's incredibly problematic, especially if you're going to be raised as a child soldier. Look no further than the Clone Wars. Ahsoka was a general when she was a kid. Come on. Stop. No, they're problematic.
So we're supposed to be monks, not soldiers. Yeah, but Elite X1 is said, see, this is my ADHD. Yeah, but the religion says so. Yeah, exactly. That's how that shit works.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I kind of call BS. I know they're modeled after monks.
This part,
but
yeah.
they're also modeled after samurai. So it's like, it's not just one thing. They definitely go and if they were just monks and this was philosophical, first of all, still fucked up. That they're taking these kids away from their home. But why would you be putting the blind helmet on them and teaching them how to use a lightsaber? No.
That too. That part. Yeah, that part.
They need them to become soldiers and they fight the evil. Yeah.
They're training them in ways of war. And I'm sorry, but there's no way on earth you can spin that for me in any way that's gonna make me go good.
You know, here.
No.
I'm gonna agree with the Chuds on one thing.
What's that?
I would find myself agreeing with the Chuds on one if they did one thing. I'm okay with showing the Jedi as flawed. I'm okay with being, a matter of fact, like you said, they kind of always let you know that, but now they're being like a little more on the nose. Like, no. The Jedi, look, they're lying to serve their best interest and all this stuff, because they think they're doing what's right, but everybody does it. The cop who's planting evidence thinks he's doing what's right. I mean, like, that don't make it okay, right? But
yeah.
One thing I think about with this, where Elite X1 says no emotional connection, no sex, deal breaker, no friends outside of the order, but even within the order, you're not supposed to have emotional attachments, period. Yeah. And it's like, what would be realistic is if they had like problems with, they're never going to go this route, it's Disney, but if they had problems with like the same thing the Catholic Church has in children.
Oh,
because,
yeah.
Because I fully believe that's why they have such a problem with that. Like, it's repression, and I think it creates. And it's not scientific. I'm just I'm talking totally guesswork, but but I think it creates a sort of sexual deviance to have that sort of unnatural sexual repression, which you probably in real life would see amongst the Jedi, but I don't think they're going to touch that.
No, they can't. They're not going to touch that.
With Chuds, I actually would agree that I'm like, that's too far. Okay, I got it. They're bad guys, but
the reason why I think I was okay with it is because once again, I've long held that idea that the Jedi are not as pure as people want to believe they are. And so I was okay with them actually I felt that honestly, you kind of needed to be a little heavy handed with this, because how many times have we seen this plot point brought up in movies and everyone's just kind of like, nope, don't see it. Nope, I don't see it. I don't. Nope. Huh? What do you mean? Nope. The Emperor totally has clothes on. That's. So I think it's okay. I think and I actually appreciate it because there was consequence. The fact that Saul at the end, he still believed.
Okay.
He was like, no, I did this because he's like, I did this for you. This was for you. You wanted to do this. Like, it was one of those, like, I'm not gonna lie, it hit a little bit different for me because
We have not talked about The Boys. No.
No, we have not talked about The Boys. But no, it hit a little bit different for me because it felt like something I've heard people say. It felt like something I've heard, like you mentioned, cops planting evidence. It sounded like something I've heard police and military do to justify problematic actions. I did this because I was told, I was following orders. I did this because, I had to, like, and the thing is, too long have we been given, what we, often refer to as propaganda, which I think is largely the reason why we have so many RoboCops out there, is because they're like, well, Axel Foley gets to do whatever he wants.
That's right.
Cobra got to do whatever he wanted. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he got to do whatever he. Yeah. Oh, hey, yeah, love to see it. Love to see it. But no, like, I feel like, sometimes you have to show, like, I'm not saying I wanted this shit to be like the Star Wars version of The Shield, but like, I felt like, man, I kind of like that these guys are being shown as flawed. And also that when they disobey their edicts, how badly it works out for them. Right, because that's the thing I think nobody's talking about, is that Saul, and it's something that's hinted at very early on, is that he's too quick to give into his emotions. And every time, and we've seen this in the past, in the prequels with Qui-Gon Jinn, people said that he was a little bit too reckless. And we saw what happened when he started to care too much. That's how we ended up with Anakin. Saul, same thing. He cared too much. He wanted too badly something, an attachment, and he paid the price for it. And it's even heavily implied that another character might have maybe potentially done something similar. A character that I feel more people are talking about now because they finally realized who she was.
The green chick.
Yes, Vanestra, who is a character from the High Republic comics. That some it'd be harder to recognize her because in the comics, she's depicted with hair. But she still has that wibbly wobbly ass lightsaber, so there you go.
That was pretty dope seeing her use that though.
I actually thought it was cool. Dope. I thought it was cool. I didn't have any problem with it. But I like the fact that there's the hint that when she was telling Saul not to have these attachments, it sounded not so much like she was like, especially now with the benefit of hindsight, it sounds less like she was warning him because, this is totally against the Jedi code, but probably even more so because she had experience with it. And then
that dude who had the helmet guy,
right, and then Khmer, which and I love this part about it too, and I think this is another aspect of it no one's really talking about, is that look at what just breaking the rules did to the Jedi of the High Republic, to the point that they had to do a whole cover up. They had to even kind of misread, some of the stuff to the council, to the Senate and everything, and
talk about suicide and shit.
And basically now the Jedi don't have the high standing anymore. Now the government is now watching them. Is now like more quick to want to, let's take a look at this. Let's pay more attention to this. So I totally get where people are coming from with it, but for me personally, 100%, I am like y'all know me. I'm not shy about social commentary. I'll eat that shit up. Put it. Like, I think there's definitely such a thing as being too on the nose, but in terms of, but in situations where I feel like people often miss the point anyway, I think it's okay to be a hammer as opposed to a feather tickler.
Well, sometimes you have to, sometimes you just have to say it. Like, okay, they're not getting it. We just got to, this one we're going to just say it. But I will give one alternative view on the rule breaking thing.
Okay.
Kind of like what I was alluding to with regard to the Catholic Church and sexual repression and stuff. I still think that. Hold on. My dog was I still think that that the way that they operate outside of human nature, right? Because we're social creatures.
He's like,
Hold on a second.
go ahead, do you think? It's like, no.
He keeps looking at me, and then he like knocked down this thing over there, and he looks at me, and then he keeps pawing up. Okay, all right, goddamn.
So we do. He's like, we doing this?
Yeah, okay. Look away again. See what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there might be another lesson there with regard to like when you ask people to do things outside of human nature, outside of being a social creature, like, and then what happens? Then you never learn to have these in a healthy way.
Yes.
Right? It's somebody who's never allowed to have their emotions, never really gets to regulate emotions, right? Because being angry all the time is one part of not regulating, dysregulation, but being apathetic all the time is also dysregulation too. So it's like I don't know, like maybe if you just let people have families and still do your thing, then you would be able to have people make smarter choices. You know what I mean?
I will definitely say, wait, was this? They should be. I've seen others come through, but I like I said,
What's up?
no.
Are the superchargers working?
They should be. Which, by the way, I haven't answered any of them because we just kind of went on a roll. But speaking of, let's do that. We actually got some here that are relevant to the situation. Says, let's see. We got. Let's start with New Money. New Money Baby with the 499 says, salute to your son. I lost my mom 10 years ago to cancer. So anytime I hear something good about cancer, it just makes my heart melt. Hey, dude.
Damn. Sorry to hear that, and thank you.
Yeah. Dude, cancer's a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah. Definitely fuck cancer.
Yeah. Nah, this is definitely a fuck cancer outfit over here. Fuck the chuds and fuck cancer.
That's right.
Elite X1 with the 5 says, Martian Manhunter walked into talk about for those who don't know, old boy, there was the man, I cannot remember his name, but I'm gonna call him Mr. Door because that's the most recent thing I've seen him in, was in Alan Wake 2. But no, he played Martian Manhunter on Supergirl. I'm misremembering his name right now. But yeah, I thought that was legit kind of funny. As if he said Martian Manhunter walked into Jedi chambers and hit old girl with nothing but the truths. In my opinion, he said about the Jedi being an unchecked power posing as a religion that claims to be able to control their emotions. Makes me think maybe they need Vulcans in Star Wars. Lol.
There you go. There you go.
And here's the thing, even the Vulcans kind of have their own issues with that sort of, like, I think whenever you deal in extremes, I feel like you're going to wind up creating a problem for yourself somewhere down the stretch. If you deal in extremes, I feel like whether it's we have to be all about emotion or not at all about emotion. Because don't get me wrong, right. I know that it's real easy to look at the character of Khmer and think that, oh yeah, dude, look at this guy. I mean, it's Manny Jacinto out here. Like, yeah, he's smoldery. He's got the hot looks. He's got the hot bod. Yeah, he's out here. Like, yeah, I mean, he's just kind of like doing his thing. But even he's got his own problems. The difference is just that he looks cool doing it. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If you told me I could have force powers, but here's my choice, I can either have a sexless life, never have friends, never see my family again, or I could just do whatever I want and look like this. I'm like,
I'm picking that every time.
I'm like, man, look, let me get them 2 red lights. Let me get the little one and the short one. Let me I'm like, actually, no, my only question would be, can I get a purple one? Okay, right? No purple. Okay, all right. Well, it has to be red.
Contract.
like it has to be red. All right, man. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess, man. Oh man.
Salt said I swooned. Shit, I'm straight and I swooned. I'm like,
dude, look, hey.
Okay. All right. Maybe I'm not a. There's a. Let me stop.
Well, no, it's funny because I think it was a friend of the channel, Alyssa Mercante was talking about this on Twitter. And I think her response was, it was like the picture where he's coming out of the water and you just your chest all out and everything. And she was like, all the holes. And I was like, Not gonna lie. If I was gay,
Same.
bruh, I'd have been like, man, go and hurry up, dude. You got.
When she said that, I was in the middle of a drink, and I looked like that old man gif that's drinking the bottle of water.
Yeah. I'm like, look.
I'm like, okay, shit.
Look, hey, I'm just saying, look, hey.
Finish your sentence, Rebel.
I mean, hey, it's 2024, man. It's 2024. The way I feel about that sort of thing is, hey, ain't nothing wrong with admitting. Ain't nothing wrong with admitting your thoughts, whether you are homosexual or heterosexual. Hey,
yeah.
I can look at a dude and be like, man, he handsome a motherfucker. Like
that's a good looking dude.
Like, hey.
We talked about this before. I used to say shit. We've already said this stuff because I remember saying like, I was like, man, I used to say shit like, that dude gets bitches. Like, why you gotta say it all like that? Why you just say he's a good looking? Like, nah,
he just get bitches. That's it. He just get bitches. But no, like right here with Jason said, he's like, I'll do it for you. He fine as fuck. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I remember when I first realized he was on the show, like I think it was like the second episode. I think he showed up, and I was like, oh damn, they got sexy flexy ass boy from The Good Place. I was like, oh yeah, that shirt coming off on this show at some point. And then the shirt came off and I was like,
yeah.
I was like, I see what you're trying to do. You trying to test me. You're trying to test me.
Sometimes it doesn't go that route. Sometimes it goes, get the treadmill ready.
Yeah,
like, I'm back.
Dude, let me tell you something.
It doesn't survive the night, but for that moment, I thought I was gonna be in it.
like I'm not gonna lie. I like when he came out the water, I was like, oh, okay, so this is what I gotta do, huh? Okay, all right, let me. Yeah, no, man. See, look at that. That's tight. That's tight right there. That's tight right there.
That's how I used to be. That's how I used to be. You know, I used to throw out football, clear over a mountain.
Yeah, man. Back in my day, man, washboard, man. You can wash clothes on these things, son.
Hey, you better watch out. Working out like that's how you get a bad back. That's how I got a bad back. You those abs look good now, but watch, you're gonna hurt your back. It's gonna be done. I used to look like that.
I mean, look, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. But no, I like honestly, yeah. If you got the Sith out here bringing sexy back like old boy, I mean, yeah, you go join. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, recruitment is up 200% right now. Man, I actually gotta talk about what you're talking about. Yeah,
that's what we need in the future.
What's that?
If the Jedi are all like celibate and shit, why don't we ever get Sith that are out there doing their thing?
Yeah, no, that's kind of that's actually what I really liked about this show was that like it didn't paint the Sith as just straight up evil. I want to take over the world. His whole thing was I just want to do what I want.
Right.
He was like, I don't want to take over the world. He's like, I just want I have this power. And I want to use it. He's like, I don't want to repress myself. I'm not trying to hide. I want to be able to live. And that. I was like, finally. This is a type of Sith that, like, because you know, we were talking about extremes.
Mm-hmm.
Every time, like, and I don't want to spoil too much because I know you say you just started
talking about
Ahsoka. Yeah, how like Balin he didn't. He's not a traditional Sith. Like he's not even really a Sith person. I mean, I don't. That part gets a little nebulous.
Supposed to be like people were talking about him being a great Jedi or something.
Well, it's like it's really It's like he's someone that kind of like is in the middle, but you can kind of tell he leans a little more to one side than the other. But like, I like the idea of characters who they're not like Darth Vader levels of Sith or Palpatine levels of Sith, but people are just like, man, look, I'm just trying to get my freak on, okay? I'm just trying to get my freak on. Look, I'm trying to bathe in the water, have my junk out, maybe pull a couple of twins, make the lady swoon. I ain't trying to build a Death Star. I'm not trying to create space Nazis. I'm just trying to do my shit. Yeah.
Maybe kill my old master.
That's it.
We do a little bit of murder. Just a little tiny bit of murder.
Yeah.
And we're
just good. A little bit.
And we good.
Right.
A little bit of murder never hurt anybody.
Just a little bit.
I mean, like, except for that one person, but still, like, outside of that.
I'm just saying, dude. Is it too much to ask for? Is it too much to ask for? We just want some.
Yeah.
We look.
Here we go. I got it. Ready?
What you got?
Disney. It's a. See, which way do I want to go? The Jedi is the yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. The Jedi is out on a mission and encounters a rogue Sith person like Khmer.
Yeah.
In trying to like fight him and stuff, eventually the rogue Sith person, right? Not super cartoon evil like Palpatine, loses and becomes the Jedi's prisoner.
Right.
And in this, they kind of fall in love and or fall in lust, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? It low-key reminds me of when Jaime Lannister had to get picked up by giant giant
Brianna
girl.
Brianna Tarth.
Brianna, yeah. And they ended up they didn't end up like falling in love like that. But
Right.
they ended up getting super close in that journey to King's Landing. Like that would be dope to do for a Jedi.
I would like to. Yeah, I would. The thing is, there's so much good storytelling you could really mine. From this that and yeah, I did say earlier, yeah, some things that I feel like should have that criticisms I have about it. That is technically one of them. I almost wish they would not have obfuscated who he was, because I feel like it would have been more interesting to have more time with him as a character, talking about Khmer. I feel like we should have had more time with him, like being who he
alive,
truly
right?
was.
He's alive, right?
No. He's alive, but I'm just saying, like, instead of like, so when we were first introduced to him, he was depicted as being a buffoon, like just being
I see.
Yeah, like the first.
But that was his cover though.
That was his cover. But like it also, I think, what was it? It was like 4 or 5 episodes before they finally revealed that he was like that. Like it became obvious he was the dude, but it was one of those things, like it was so obvious. I was kind of like, yeah, y'all just go ahead and just let this go. Let's stop obfuscating who he isn't.
Yeah.
And because I feel like that is keeping us from having more time to explore him as a character, which, I mean, to be fair, we're probably going to get a season 2 of this, most likely. That's why they gave us the little hint, right?
Little green girl that's okay. Oh, she's his master. She's the one he's mad at, and I guarantee the council, the Senate, doesn't know about him and her connection. And so season 2, we're gonna learn a lot more about Khmer.
Yeah. No, we're gonna see a lot more of this. Also, the cameos that were done at the very end of this. Like I said, you had Yoda. Yoda shows up.
I like that.
He doesn't speak. But the thing I thought was actually the bigger cameo, the one I think a lot of people are talking about, is Darth Plagueis.
Okay, no, question.
Yes.
I'm glad you said this. I've been waiting for this one.
Okay.
How are we certain he's Darth Plagueis? Is that because that's how he looks on the cover or something?
It has basically been the general consensus everyone has been talking about. Basically just that, because Khmer has to have someone who's kind of pulling the strings on him.
Yeah.
More or less. Someone had to help teach him more of what he knows. So, and this guy's basically just kind of been chilling in the background. But yeah, I would have. When I first watched it, I had to actually go back and rewatch it. Because at first I didn't know who it was. I openly copped to that.
This guy.
Huh? Yeah, this guy. I didn't know who it was off rip. I didn't know who it was.
We don't know. Nobody knows still, right? It's just a guess, right?
No. When I went back in, because so full disclosure, when I was watching, I wasn't looking at the screen at the time that he popped up. I had looked down for a moment, and like I was looking at my phone, and which is uncharacteristic for me a lot of times when I'm watching something I really like. But I like, for whatever reason, I looked down at my phone real quick, and when I looked back up, I saw like him for the like. This scene is only up for like a split second. But then when I went back and like revisited that scene and just looked at it, it's the same art that's depicted him in the past. And also
on the extended universe books and shit.
Yeah. And also, Will the Greatest just put it here too. It was confirmed. So yeah,
okay.
But this is the person who was presumed like who was the master of Darth Sidious and which is Palpatine, whatever this is, and which makes sense. So
the story of Darth
Plagueis, yes. But yeah, so it was, but when I was actually watching the show, like for the first the finale for the first time, when I was watching, I was like. Ooh, and both me and Cynthia were looking like, ooh, who is that? And once I went back, I actually, because once again, you go back, you pause, you just look. We got to the end of the episode, rewound, went back, paused, and I was like, oh shit. Like it all makes sense now. But yeah,
it works with a timeline. It works.
As far as I would assume, I'd say so.
The year it is and shit.
Yeah, I'd say so. Okay. Well, it's funny to me too because. A lot of so this is what the new Star Wars universe has been slowly doing since not Marvel, but Disney took it over. A lot of the stuff that Marvel has been doing in the comics, a lot of stuff the movies have been doing, and now the TV shows, they've all been slowly taking ideas from the expanded universe and just reincorporating them into the new canon. Like Grand Admiral Thrawn is from the expanded universe. And they were like, nope, he's in the new canon now. We like this guy. We're going to pluck him right out, put him right on in.
Yeah.
Which I thought that was great. Because I love Grand Admiral Thrawn. But yeah, this right here, I'm here for it. I'm here for this.
Yeah, that is dope.
I want, I'm hoping because, once again, next season, I'm hoping that this is not one of those things that I don't want them to Snoke it. If anyone gets what I mean by that.
Listen, you read my mind.
Yeah.
The Snoke is exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Don't Snoke
exactly. Because before he became Snoke, I was like, people started throwing these names around. And I was just like, oh, that's dope. And it's like, Snoke. Who's Snoke? Oh, well, never mind. Snoke's dead. So what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah. And then what was right here? Deck it out. Yeah. This is Thrawn, Cortosis, the Mandalorian stuff. All that was pre-Disney stuff. A lot of the stuff that you're seeing in the current crop of Star Wars, anything. A lot of it is them just taking the old expanding universe shit and just reintroducing it to you.
Yeah.
Why they're reintroducing it? Why didn't they just? I kind of get why they. Actually, let me take that back. I know why they're doing it. There's a lot of hokey dumb shit in the expanded universe, so I get why they're like saying, okay, none of this stuff is canon, and then just reintroduce it. But I just wish they didn't feel they had to. Like, I wish they would have done it a different way. Like. Just say the shit's there from jump. You can say what isn't canon. Like, you've made they made these comprehensive timelines. Just make another one or make a whatever. I don't know, man.
But they also want to they like the element of surprise. They want people to scream and go,
yeah,
they're doing broad Plagueis, what I mean? Like all that shit. There is a super chat that was up.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Booyah.
So,
yeah. Here we go. We got what Salt said, when Senator Rancourt, thank you, David Harewood, thank you. I could not remember the motherfucker's name to save my life. Warned Vernestra that the Jedi's practices were unhealthy and needed oversight. I actually clapped. No! Okay, so I think there were a lot of people. I think there are a lot of people who like, you know, the ones we were talking about earlier who don't like the Jedi are being depicted as bad, like as, you know, problematic.
Right.
I feel like that scene probably fell on deaf ears for them. But I think if you got some goddamn sense, I think that scene hit different for you. Which it did. It hit different for me. I thought it was cool. I think under normal circumstances, most of your normal chud Star Wars fans, they probably hated that scene. But yes, I was very proud of that scene as well. I like it because it should be said.
That's right.
It should be said. And we also got Daryl with the 5 says the Jedi do have problems, but they are an order of monks, not soldiers. I mean, true.
Yeah.
True that they're monks. But they are soldiers. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. The Clone Wars would beg to differ.
Whole fighting force. Yeah, exactly.
the Clone Wars would say otherwise. Soldiers, monks don't get the rank of general.
Right. Not to bingo. Yeah. Not to mention, like I said earlier, they are modeled after monks, but they're also modeled after samurai and shit. So it's a mashup. It's fake.
Yeah, and a soldier is and a samurai can also be a soldier. So I mean,
that's right.
Because what was it? What was the Yasuke? The Yasuke discourse. Oh, he wasn't a samurai. He was a soldier. He was a samurai who was also a soldier.
Right. What is that? What was the word?
Yeah.
I can't remember that word. The one that meant servant. Like, yes, that's what's.
Oh, he was a retainer. Yeah. He's a retainer.
Yeah.
It's like a retainer is just a type of samurai. It's like, come on. Like here's the thing. You can move the goal. People can move the goalpost all day.
That's all they want to do.
Yeah.
Just like what happened with this assassination attempt, but that's not the show. That's not the show.
No. Look, I know we kind of rode high off the Yasuke discourse for a little bit, but yeah, that's it. Trust me, it'll be back soon. Don't you worry.
Oh yeah. When that game drops, and they all play it and love it and highly rated.
Wait, you know what? I mean, technically, we could have it here. You could have that debate here. You say, see, she's not a Jedi. She's just Force sensitive. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you about this. How did you feel about the bleeding scene? How'd you feel about that? And just in case, for those who don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like me.
The process of creating your or not creating, but turning your kyber crystal from its original color to red. What did you think about that scene?
Fucking dope. Okay, dope.
Mm-hmm.
However, without being like a freak about it, like a loon about it,
right?
I do think it kind of like creates more answers, more questions than answers, right? So, okay, love it. They push the force through the crystal. They make the crystal bring the saber out. Got it. Love it. Okay. If that force is the dark side, okay, then you're using a different frequency, a different energy source, turns red. I'm okay with that. Everything's good. Love it. Even if they've never said it before, I'm fine with it here.
Yeah.
How do we get, well, here's the question. How do we get blue, green, purple? Are these all like different frequencies of the force, or? So
basically the different kyber crystals, they all come in like the color is honestly more based on the Jedi. You can get all kinds of different colors, but when you bleed a crystal, that's what makes that lightsaber red. You're basically pouring a lot of like your not just the force, but like a lot of your hate, your anguish, all your emotions, all that stuff. That's why they were kind of giving you that kind of vibe. They were giving you that kind of vibe with with her, like like it was kind of like the low bass rumbles. She was fighting it.
Right.
And like there's actually, and to my understanding, I'm open to being wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly. We have never seen bleeding before in live action. It's been depicted in the books. It's been depicted in the comics. When Charles Soule was writing Darth Vader, there is a part where they show you the bleeding process. And I would say that, like, as far as how they depicted it here, there were a couple of things I felt that were maybe missing from it. But at the end of the day, just a more of a show of power in it happening. The way it's been depicted in visual media, it's shown to be a little more bombastic. But I think that's just honestly artistic license. So that's why I'm willing to just kind of let it go and be like, okay, it still looked cool. It's kind of like, remember when the X-Men 97 trailer came out and Wolverine was riding on Gambit's back and no, it was Gambit riding on Wolverine's back and he like charges up Wolverine's claws. It's the dumbest shit ever. But it looks cool. So I'm gonna let it completely go. Like I'm be like, yeah, that should look cool as fuck though, so I don't care.
Wait, do you think bleeding the crystal is dumb?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm saying that like how I'm willing to overlook that it didn't look the way I thought it should have looked.
Ah, got it.
I'm willing to overlook it because I still think it looked cool.
It was still cool.
Because it was it wasn't so much. I think what was more important was the emotion of the scene. Because that's also another thing that I think a lot of people are kind of missing too with this is that she killed Soul in a way that because that was kind of her whole mission, killing the Jedi without a weapon, without using any kind of weapon or whatever. She was able to kill Saul without using a weapon. She used the Force, but I mean, still.
But that was the final test.
That was right.
And she did it. Yeah.
And I feel like that part's kind of flying under the radar in the midst of some things.
No, it sure did.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, no, that was dope. Well, actually, didn't he mention it? Kamir?
Yeah, no. He
Okay,
I'm not talking about I'm talking about like the IRL is what I mean. I feel like a lot of people are kind of
What's funny is that they're the same person, so
yeah, right. Technically speaking, yes,
you know,
because of the Divergence, which is just wild.
Right. Look, sometimes you just need what's that called? What's it called when you have a Deus Ex
the Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know.
You know why? You know why? Because I fucking said so. That's why.
Yeah. See the script? See the script that I wrote? It says she kissed him and he resurrected from the dead. Yes, she has that power now.
That's it. You see this right here? You see what the script says? It says the Acolyte by me.
That's right.
There you go.
Right.
That's
and people get so mad, they take it so personally. Like, you gave an ability I've never seen before.
I'm like, oh my God, like, dude. I'm like, stop.
Golly,
I'd be like,
man.
stop. But
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
One day, we're going to see, I guarantee it. Guarantee it. And when you all see it happen, you're going to be like, oh shit, Robo said that shit. We're going to see flying Jedi.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be a thing.
Easy. Now it'll be like only one or two people have figured out how to do this because it probably takes a lot of Force energy. But we're gonna see. Probably it's gonna happen with the Sith. This motherfucker take off, oof, and we're gonna never have seen that before. And you're gonna watch the internet lose their fucking mind.
Yeah, dude. I think I don't know if this came up on here or elsewhere, but like I said before, the first time I saw a Sith use the double-bladed lightsaber to glide from a great height, I did the like kind of like the little mouth noise that people make when they're like, oh, bullshit. Like I was like, this was me.
Nigga, please.
That was me. That was me the first time I saw that shit. But then
that's what I mean, Brian. Like Neo in the Matrix.
Yeah.
Like Crossfire. Who we did. You're not talking about Leia like floating her way.
Yeah, that is technically
That's not what the fuck I thought. You know the hell.
But it was close. It was close.
Yeah.
But no, like that was me the first time I saw it. But by like the fourth or fifth time I saw that shit,
That boy's one mean motherfucker.
that was me. That was me. I was like, God damn, that's bad as hell. I like that. That's cool. I was like, yeah, I like that. Y'all can't. Nah, I like it.
When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Well, I want to say this. This is one from Bone Factory right here. This is the one with $5 says, I think Plagueis is controlling Manny to use his sexy pony pool to get the girls and use them to extend his life. So, funny thing, it's funny you say that.
Ooh.
I would not be shocked if that were all bullshit aside.
There are two of them.
It's two.
There's two of them.
Like,
so we're gonna have a great tragedy. One's gonna die. Darth Plagueis is gonna absorb their essence.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be that. Okay,
I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Man.
Here's
these are gonna take way too long, man. They take way too long. What do they have a release time for? When did this one start? What month did this one start? Like this?
I think
like
this was in
month, right?
May. Did it start? Well, it was 8 episodes. So when was the? Here, let me look. I want to look.
August. So it had to have been mid-May, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Or no, it was actually early June. June. So yeah, early June.
Oh wait, because didn't they open with 3 episodes or something like that?
They did like a 2-episode premiere. Yeah, it was actually literally the beginning. Right. It was literally the beginning of June. June the 4th. June the 4th.
So we gotta wait till next summer.
Yep.
And that's kind of how I feel about The Boys, because The Boys ended on an even bigger cliffhanger.
Yes. And on a darker
major.
That shit went super dark.
Bro, dude got knocked out by a giant penis. It was wild.
Yeah. Love sausage is back on the menu, apparently. It is. I'll say this much. I'll say this much about it. For me, personally, I thought the episode was pretty damn good.
Very good.
It was very. It was.
By the way,
yeah.
You saw how they kept doing all the shit. You see, they did the Make America Super Again, right? They did the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is an episode that I feel like they were not that on the nose, even though they were doing on the nose stuff. It's hard to explain, but think about the episode I complained about and this episode. Whatever the vibe is, this episode did it good. I liked it.
When they were doing the whole okay, now this part I'll let it slide because there's no way they foresaw an attack on a presidential nominee, but the whole thing where they were doing like
we're talking spoilers.
We're talking The Boys. Like right now we are in full on The Boys territory. Just FYI, put this up.
And spoilers. This is for the final finale.
I will definitely like the stuff they did where they were trying to certify the vote or the votes. That part, and then there was something they did where they were playing a commercial where there was something that Ashley said that was very on the I actually think this episode was more woke than any episode before it. Like as far as like in terms of like
agenda.
Well, like all of it, like the
Starlight's pedo agenda, all that shit.
The call outs, all the different calls, like they literally rang every bell they could potentially rang. But I still don't think it was done in any way that was like egregious. Like I wasn't like, oh, this took me out of the show. It was just it was just like I was like, oh, see, there's that. Oh, see, there's that. The whole Kevin McCarthy thing, they played that up again.
Yes.
I like the only thing. What would have been more legit is if they had a Matt Gaetz. They'd had a Matt Gaetz. Oh man,
with a giant ass forehead, like a weird, like Beavis kind of like or Butthead.
Yeah, Butthead. That's what he looks. He looks like Butthead. But no, if they'd have done that, he has to have like I'm supposed to be evil eyebrows.
Come on, what do they do it? Jack Black can do it.
Oh yeah,
he's like canceled.
Thank God. Oh my God. But no, it's I liked it. I like what they did with it. It was everything that I felt. It was everything I felt it needed to be. It did all the stuff I felt it should have done. Especially in regards to, I was glad they finally pulled the trigger on a lot of different plot points that felt like they had kind of been dragging too long, like the stuff with what's that boy's name? Ryan. I was like, man, finally. Right. I was like, finally. Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, this little boy about to get on my nerves.
They definitely set him up. I like it. I liked how he killed old girl, walked off, didn't see him again for the rest of the episode, which I think was perfect.
Yes.
Because after watching Ashley turn into some monster, somebody I saw earlier said that it was a werewolf. I don't know if that comes from the comic book or something, but
she turned into a killer kung fu wolf bitch is what she turned into. God damn.
That was nasty. That shit was nasty.
I loved it. Yeah. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Well, because so with Ashley, it was even more hilarious, and just in the terms of, you could tell that, like, for a split second, she thought against injecting herself.
Yeah.
But you know what? I think something interesting is going to happen there. I don't think it's going to be as grim. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to be as grim as some people might expect it to be. Talk about with Ashley. I think you know,
I think she's done.
Well, it's because, like, you know, she's supposed to be like, I feel like the boys loves to swerve. I feel like they love to swerve, so, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm preparing for the swerve, but I don't know. I'd be open to it being something fucked up, but I don't know. We'll have to kind of, like I said, it feels like it's gonna be like 5 ever before we get that back again. Like, we're gonna be literally waiting until this time next year.
I feel like Jason Lendros is trolling me.
What would happen?
He said, "Get Jack Black and everything." Honestly, I just want to see the fuck out of here.
No, I'm good. I'm good on him. Like, there was somebody who was talking about him the other day, like, somewhere, and I was just like, I was like,
I used to like him.
What was it? He has a song. That was this time of how he used to play video games. That's how I feel about Jack Black. I used to like Jack Black. I used to like Jack Black. I don't like him no more.
I know that this is not. But like we said earlier, there's still themes that they're following here.
Right.
And what is, somebody just said it. They said it exactly right. What the fuck is it? Y'all need to calm down with your chatting. Can't find it.
Oh, well.
Is it? It's not. Oh, there it is. Devontre. The comic may give vibes for the future, but it's definitely not a roadmap anymore. But that's the vibes I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So, like, for example, you all thought old girl was gonna die. Kimchi, whatever her name is. What's the name?
Oh, Kimiko?
Yeah. Kimiko. Yeah. And I thought that was him. Like, oh, okay. And I thought him sawing her leg off, if something was gonna happen, that was gonna kill him, and then they would both be dead. I'm like, okay, all right. They didn't,
Well, and I saw bum that Sage was just a sociopath too. The thing is, I kind of saw that coming because I feel like when they did the whole thing with her and the reveal that she was, like, even after she got dismissed, that she was still, like, you know, in on the whole thing. I was like, yeah, that sounds like sense. When they revealed that, like, her power was to be the smartest person in the room, I was like, I'm pretty sure this woman game planned ahead of time for Homelander's bullshit. Like, she knew what was gonna happen, and she put things in place. Like, basically, she had the plot armor. She had the Batman levels of prep time going on. Like this is it was Batman 101. Like, she knew everything. She was in on the scheme, and she basically, okay, this is how we're gonna do this now. But I will definitely say I personally hope that they do something more with her beyond that. Like, I mean, I'm sure she'll be back next season, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe she's playing a whole other game on top of the game that she's running with Homelander. Like that's kind of what I'm hoping for ultimately. But yeah, once again,
she told us something about. I think when she definitely told us something when she said it was because I wanted to see if I could.
Yeah, she wanted to see if she could.
If she ends up doing anything to benefit the boys or humanity in general, it's literally gonna be because I was bored and I wanted to see if I could flip it around now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I don't think there's anything more. I think that's her letting us know she's the Joker.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing else there. She just wants to. Right.
Yeah. She just wants to see if she can pull it off. And I feel like that's gonna be the thing. Like, okay, I completely destabilized the United States government and got them to flip on a dime and turn into some like fascist, like full on fascist regime led by superheroes. Can I undo that? Not because I want to, not for altruistic reasons, but just see if I can. Like that's where I think it's gonna go with her. And then what was the other thing that oh my god, yeah, I saw someone bring up Butcher. I wasn't surprised by, just because like I feel like
the themes are there. They're not gonna go that far off and then you're just having a totally different. It's not even the boys anymore.
Yeah,
we knew that he was gonna have to turn in some way, shape, or form. Now the details I think gonna be different, right? So comic book Butcher didn't give a fuck. Fuck you, you're soup, and he starts killing everybody. Okay, they're not gonna do that here, but he's still gonna be trying to kill everybody. You know what I mean? But in his mind, it's gonna be, sorry, I tried. The only way is to make sure there's no soups anymore.
Yeah. You change the reasoning, but no less the trajectory is no less the same. Like at the end of the day, Butcher got to go. Like for anyone who has never read the comic, The Boys, I mean, Butcher ends up being the final boss.
Yeah, the actual bad guy.
He ends up being the final boss. So they're not.
Frenchie and Kimiko blows him up in the building. Yeah.
He takes out everybody. Like he literally turns. Like honestly, his heel turn there is way more devastating than it is here. Like it's actually something here where you're like, oh, okay, I kind of see why he has no control. In the case of Butcher in the comics, that was him. There was no I'm under the influence of some shit. But
the way he centuried old girl though,
boy,
wow,
man.
Oh.
Man, pour one out for
That's
Newman.
Wild.
Pour one out, man. She
damn.
Man, you know what it was too? It was like it was all death flags. There were so many death flags because the whole time it was she was like, oh nope, I'm doing my thing. I don't care. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm evil AOC. Ha 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 ha. Look at me. I'm willing to completely sacrifice my morals and ideals for political power. So and so and so forth. And the moment that she changed her mind, that she was like, oh shit, I'm in too deep. I was like, it's over. I was like, she's a goner. I was like, she about to be up out of here. She about to be up out of here.
I knew she was gonna die the minute she was in that room with all the big wigs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And she was freaking out, and then got that boost of confidence and took charge. I'm like, you are dead.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. You are the Democratic VP, and you are at an entire, basically, you went from being like the boys' version of AOC to being the boys' version of Gavin Newsom.
That's
like you just, or I'll do it. No. What if you say Gavin Newsom? Like Joe Manchin. you went from AOC to Joe Manchin.
While still looking like AOC.
No,
you're right. Yeah,
which is impressive. That's impressive.
Yeah. Elite X1. You read my mind. I was like,
Was
oh.
oh yeah. I seen that.
At least we still have Firecracker though. So.
Hey, but see, she giving up them flags too though. Look, let me tell you something. The milk is about to go sour.
Yeah, it's got expiration date on that mug.
Man, I'm just saying. Oh man,
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, talking about
Giancarlo.
yeah, he's still out here.
Yeah, he's still out there. He just killed his daughter. Ooh.
And not only that, sorry, Yuri G just brought up another good point too. The daughter having to go to that home. The daughter having to go to that home. Oh man, I forgot the name of the place, RR something or other. But yeah, but basically the home where she grew up and became who she ultimately was. So the cycle will repeat itself. She'll just huh?
I just realized I forgot. I there's a part of the scene that I can't pull up in my memory.
Yes.
So Butcher comes in. We find out he has powers. Old girl does her freaking, predator mouth thing. What happened to the daughter?
Remember, they took her. Devontra just put it in the chat. That's the name of the place, Red River Orphanage, the same place that Newman came out of.
When did they do that?
It was at the end.
In the craziness.
Yeah,
like,
in the midst of all the crazy. Like they showed her walking, like she was being walked into a place, and when they walked to the door, they panned over to the plaque on the wall, and you saw the double R, and it was like, oh shit. So basically, yeah, she's gonna wind up going down the exact same path, most likely, as her own mother. So basically, instead of and this is what makes what Butcher did so heartbreaking, because in a moment where you could have ended the cycle of violence, the cycle is just gonna repeat itself. It's just going to repeat itself. She's going to have to find out all too late, just like her mother, that what she's doing, the way she grew up, was not necessarily for the best.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a Gen V season 2.
Yeah.
There's no way that they're going to complete the cycle for the crossover. And there's definitely gonna be
she'll be on, because and for those that don't know, Gen V is not done. Gen V will be back. I know
mid-season, right?
What's that?
Was it a mid-season or they finished the whole thing, right?
No. So the first season of Gen V was done. They are doing a second season, but I'm forgetting the young man's name, but he passed away, so that kind of put a little bit of a damper on things. But the show is still supposedly moving forward. Yeah, because he died in a motorcycle accident, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
this says that the filming has already started.
Yeah. It's it's all, everything is moving ahead. I'm actually here. Let me pull this out right now. Here it is. Chance Perdomo. That was his name. He passed. He was the one that died in the motorcycle accident. So they're probably gonna have to recast him. So I don't know if I don't know if they said whether they would or wouldn't. I feel like they're probably gonna, because he's kind of integral to a lot of what's going on. So they're gonna have to find a new Andre most likely. So they're probably gonna take a little time to do that.
What's his name?
Chance Perdomo. That was he was the guy who he was the actor who played Andre. But the kid that could manipulate.
Gen V producers say Chance Perdomo's role will not be recast after the actor's death.
Oh, okay. So they won't. Okay, so then there you go. That settles it. So I wonder how the producers
of Prime's videos, Gen V, say they have decided not to recast the role played by late actor Chance Perdomo in the upcoming second season.
So I wonder what they're gonna do. So I wonder how they're gonna do it then. Are they just? I'm assuming they're just gonna write him out.
CGI. Get some ChatGPT to model him out, and it'd be good.
Yeah, I mean,
that'd be wild. It's going to get there one day.
Yeah.
Get there.
Well, I mean, that's kind of why I mean, shit. I think we talked before. James Earl Jones doesn't even play Darth Vader anymore. Whatever they have Darth Vader, that motherfucker's they got AI that can do that shit now. That's right. So he actually physically sold the rights. I think his estate sold the rights over
his
to
voice, right?
Yeah, so they can just Darth Vader forever. Because I think it was in they did it around the time that Obi-Wan came out, the Obi-Wan series, because that wasn't James Earl Jones.
Oh damn,
doing
that's a good point, Doomer.
What's that?
Not letting another black actor get a shot. So we have Jazz Sinclair.
Yeah.
And that's it. Jazz Sinclair, you got the father, Sean Patrick Thomas, his dad, but I bet you maybe he gets cut out because his son's not there anymore. So you got a whole team, a whole cast of white students, some like maybe some white Hispanics, Asian, some tanner, a little bit tanner Hispanics.
Yeah.
But really, you only had 2 black people on the team as kids.
Yeah.
One of them dies, you don't recast. So now in your whole show, you got 1 black woman.
Yeah.
And then they go, hey, we tried. We're not recasting out of respect. I'm like, you bitch.
That's one of those that I'm kind of like,
you never know. I'm not, yeah.
And like, I'm always of 2 different minds with
but
that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, I'm always of 2 different minds on that. On the one hand, I'm like, that seems kind of weird. But on the other hand, I kind of get why they don't. It's a like, okay, here's the thing. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. If that dude would have died on Saturday, which I think actually is when his accident happened, so it's kind of weird that I even said it that way. But if he dies on Saturday and they got that motherfucker recast by Monday, everybody in this motherfucker would have been like, damn, they ain't wasting no time, huh?
Disrespectful.
Yeah. It's like, and here's the thing.
I don't know, because I don't know, was he loved like that? Like, I think people were sad and then you kind of get through it.
Well, I'm sure that the people in production absolutely positively loved him. I will say there was a little bit of controversy surrounding him as the show came out. Because you know how it is when people, you know how it is when actors take off, or like they're in a project where like they just pop off and people are kind of learning who they are, and that actor in question probably wasn't very particular about how they conducted themselves on these here interwebs. The same thing happened to Chance Perdomo with when he popped up in Gen V and like, shit was sweet and everybody loved him, so people started looking him up, and then people found out that he actually had some problematic internet activity. Apparently he liked a lot of like chud takes on Twitter and Instagram and shit, and people picked up on it. So, I mean, hey, look, here's the thing. I'm not going to pretend.
Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, look, some of it was old, but some of it was recent. Some of the stuff, it was old, some of it was recent. Here's the thing. I don't know the motherfucker like that, and I looked into it a little bit when I heard about it. I honestly did not really know what to think of any of it. Like when it came down to it, my general take on it was, this ain't a good look. I need to know more. I need to know context to this. And now that he's dead, we'll never get that context.
Nah.
And
I am okay with talking shit about people after they're dead, though.
Oh, yeah, no. Fuck the dead. Fuck the dead. That's a...
You don't get special privileges because you're dead.
No.
Got weird like rules. Like, sorry, I don't talk ill of the dead. It's bad luck. Well, I don't believe in luck.
No.
And like old dude that died at the rally. Like, he's a firefighter, protect his family.
He was also at a Trump rally.
His Facebook raised his fucking. They found his Facebook, raised his fucking, and see, I'm that motherfucker where he had a Facebook post that said he retweeted somebody talking about Civil War. He says, "I'm ready."
Apparently, he wasn't.
I was like, apparently not.
Look, I know. I know this is a. I know some people may not like this, but my general attitude is, if you dead, I agree with what Devontre said. Well, posthumously, you can't grow.
Right.
And so who you are at the moment of your expiration, the moment your jersey gets retired, Who you are from that moment backward is who you are.
That's your legacy.
That is your
That's
legacy.
your legacy. And if that's what you choose to risk your legacy on, then go for it. That's who you are then.
Yeah. Like that's just, it is what it is at that point. And here, I actually, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, it says here.
Not the assassin. The assassin wasn't a Trumper. The assassin was a conservative registered Republican.
Yes.
Who clearly wanted to kill Donald Trump. Yeah, I wouldn't say he was a Trumper, but he definitely was a Republican.
Yeah, I'm sitting here now, like I don't have time to go through like all this shit. Here what it was. Here's what basically what it came down to.
Shadows, and back to the show.
Right? There you go, exactly. That's what it was. He liked a tweet of Andrew Tate's.
Ah, okay.
And here's the thing. I get it. He had some very manosphere. He liked a lot of manosphere takes. Basically all the red pill, like he liked a lot of red pill shit. It says that basically stuff from alpha, omega, and sigma, trad masculinity, masculine mindset, red pill hub, unwokeism, and right-wing savages. Those were a lot of the accounts that he followed, other than Andrew Tate. So yeah, this guy was a manosphere chud. So you know what? Honestly, at this point, fuck him.
That sucks.
Look, hey. Here's the thing though. And this is why I always tell people, because people always say, "Oh, you need to separate the art from the artist." Oh, I can most so certainly separate the art from the artist.
Sure.
Because,
I wouldn't stop watching Gen V for
it. No. Because here's the thing. Okay, did he have some fucked up ass takes? Probably in real life. Yeah, most certainly. But he still was a good actor on the show, so I mean that sucks. Now I will say here, this is like, okay, so this is where I differ between him and Chadwick Boseman. As far as I know about Chadwick Boseman, he didn't have any problematic takes that I'm aware of. He seemed like a pretty decent human being, seemed to be beloved by all people who worked with him and who knew him. So I actually kind of get why Marvel was kind of like Kevin Feige and a lot of people at Marvel Studios were like, we're not really in any rush to replace him. I totally get that attitude and that mindset because as far as I know, he never expressed anything that I'm like, yeah, fuck that dude. But this guy, I'm actually kind of like, now I'm actually more puzzled because I'm like, yeah, fuck that dude. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's y'all's boy, but like, fuck that dude.
Yeah. The only thing I'm wondering is, are we going to get some more melanin on that team?
Yeah.
In Gen V?
And for those, that's also people asking who we talking about.
Yeah.
I think Sketchy asked, we're talking about Chance Perdomo. Talking about this guy. Yeah, Chadwick was an angel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chadwick was
within months of death. He knew it. He was within months of death, still visiting like children's hospitals and shit.
Yeah. I don't know about this cat, though. This cat right here, we don't know this guy. We don't know this guy.
Yeah.
Look, game recognized game.
Yeah.
And he looking a little unfamiliar. I'm just saying.
Grandpa?
Yeah. I'm just saying. He looking a little look, hey, look.
He looking a little unfamiliar.
Hey, I mean, look, for all I know, he a fan. I don't know. They not like us.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So yeah, yes, he was on Sabrina. He was on the Sabrina show. Yes, he was. But here's the thing. Yeah, fuck the dead. So yeah, fuck him. If that's his whole thing. Moving on from that though. I think the show's in a good place. I think it's in a good place. I think you had to have this moment. You had to have because not to say they haven't had like fucked up endings in the past, but I think you had to up the ante because of that. You had to come harder with the tragedy the dark vibes. Homelander basically being all but named president of these United States. I mean, he's
and they
not.
let him know by pushing him to the side.
Mm-hmm. Like
when the Predator was talking, he's like, "Okay, that's enough for you."
Yeah, he's like,
letting
step
people
aside.
know who's in charge. Yeah,
he's like, hey,
like that scene with Star-Lord and Thor.
Yeah, he's like,
and everybody knows who's actually in charge here. That's right.
It's like
me, right?
He's like,
of course.
He's like, this is my show. This is my show. Look, Tito, scoot over, Tito. This is Michael's show. Show. But no, I personally, I liked it. I thought it was cool because, I mean, to be fair, it actually showed me that Eric Kripke did some homework. Because yes, when you have a president who is, taken out of play for whatever reason, and the vice president is not available, who becomes president? It's going to be the Speaker of the House. So the Speaker of the House became president. And he got scooted to the side and told, we're good. So I like that. That Homelander as president. President Homelander, if you will.
Yeah.
That's a scary thing for season 5. That's the scariest thing you could have done for season 5.
Well, they're going to be rounding up everybody. They're doing the concentration camps.
Already.
Next season, they're doing concentration camps.
Mm-hmm.
That's first of all, that's I'm just saying like outside of the show, that's gonna be I hope they do it right.
No,
you don't want to
too.
be fucking around with concentration camps and then making light of it and you know what I mean? Like, the Holocaust, yeah.
No,
but it's so dark that I have no idea how next season's gonna go.
No,
and
that's what I love.
Post-apocalyptic. It's gonna be post-America. Like, what the fuck is about to happen?
Oh yeah, no, that's what I like. That's what I love about this show is that I like the fact that it's one of those things that I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I'm along for the ride. I want to see how it is. That's like when all the stuff was going on with Kessler and whatnot, and I was like, oh shit. And you know what? I didn't think about it till today. You know another reason why I didn't think anything of Kessler being a hallucination? It's because a lot of people were talking about how they wanted to see more of Kessler. Yeah, and Eric Kripke came. He was like, yeah, sure. He said, that's always something we could potentially do. So the fact that he was treating that motherfucker like he was an actual flesh and blood character on the screen, not an hallucination, I was like, oh yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, of course. But
he was doing that fucking what's his name? The dude who Kevin Feige. He was doing that bullshit where he said shit on the internet to make people
get people
think
talking
something else.
Yeah.
It
let the fucking Kevin, not with the same energy, but Kevin Feige is very much let the motherfuckers eat cake, man. Let them eat cake, man.
That's right.
He's he said here, okay, let's be honest here. Yeah, there are leaks. There are legit leaks. But I promise you, a lot of the shit that people claim are like leaks, okay, yeah, we had the Disney leak just recently. That leak is real. But all that other shit, that's not a leak.
Right.
They wanted you to know.
Strategic leak.
That is a leak with air quotes.
That's right.
Oh, that's a fucking leak with air quotes. But no, he kept. I like it when the people behind the scenes keep kayfabe. When they keep kayfabe, they're like,
you would be good.
Spin off.
Yeah, maybe we do a buddy cop thing with them too.
Do a whole buddy cop. Yeah, you know what we'll do? We'll bring him back, and we'll get Jensen Ackles back in. We'll do a whole buddy cop show where it's Kessler and Soldier Boy the whole time. The Kessler and Soldier Boy show. That's new. Wait, matter of fact, we'll call it the it'll be the Soldier Boys. That's what we're gonna call it. It'll be the Soldier Boys. That's the name of the show. And there you go. Done. Cut the check. That's it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's money. That's money right there. Oh,
YouTube noob president. So YouTube noob asks, President Homelander versus President. Oh, versus.
Oh,
See, I was answering that on which one I would rather for president. I was going to go.
oh,
Lex,
gotcha.
clearly.
Yeah.
In this one, I don't know, man. I hate the everyday man super smart bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because like in my real life, I have Homelander because he just slap his head off his body. But then if it was a comic, they'd be like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna try that. So here's the thing that will stop you from doing that." And I'm like, "Okay." All right.
I put on my, you know what it is? It's like when I play fight with my daughter. It's
That's
like
right,
it's
yeah.
like that doesn't work on me because I have so and so immunity, or I
That's
have on
right.
my so and so
Yeah.
immunity armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're telling your little 3-year-old, I'm like, I will punch a hole through you.
Right. It's like it's why ever so often when Cersei and I are like play wrestling, ever so often when I power bomb her,
No.
we do this thing where like sometimes we're like we'll like tickle fight or play fight or whatever, and sometimes
Yeah.
I'll play along, but every now and then I like to remind her I can still put her in the last ride. We'll be tickling like, oh yeah, she's like, I have tickle immunity, I have punching immunity, I have kicking immunity. Yeah, but you ain't got last ride immunity. Boo on the couch. I mean, yeah, I don't like do it for real, but I mean, you know, I just like to remind her, like, oh, remember, Daddy can still pick you up. You ain't got that
Bernard
big.
says, that's right. Birdner says, dude, I am still struggling how this show rings so true today's. And then I think somebody mentioned somebody, I think that might have been Birdner too, talking about being better than the Simpsons and protecting the assassination. And I'm like, they were already riffing off a fascist president, right?
Yeah.
A fascist, we already knew that Homelander was Trump.
Yeah. Trump with
Killing off
superpowers.
the president. I think that was just. I think obviously I'm not saying they predicted the future, but I don't know that it's that crazy to me. You know what I mean? The fact that somebody like that is gonna get killed, and I don't know. I don't know. But you're right about the rest. Like the politics of it all is more than just satirical. I'm just playing out what's going on, but it's like, no, this is fucking for real. Like, they're trying to take over. When you look up what they want out of Project 2025, when they want out of like taking over and keeping it, like this is what they want to do.
Let me tell you right now,
instead of the boys, it's going to be a Christian nationalist, white supremacist nation. That's what.
No, I promise you. Mark my words. The Boys season 5, you will hear the words Project 2025 or something very close to it.
Project Vought.
Yeah. It'll be called Project Vought or Vought. It'll either be called Project 2025 or Vought 2025. Mark my words.
There you go.
Mark my fucking words. It will happen. Especially if, well, I mean, because I guarantee you some of the stuff is probably already being worked on as we speak.
Right.
You know, the nature of television. But I promise you, Eric Kripke is, I know we talk about like subtlety and stuff like that. Eric Kripke's not a subtle guy, okay? He's not subtle.
Right,
honestly,
right.
And I don't mean that as a negative. I'm not knocking on Eric Kripke. I'm just saying that like he's very open and honest about the things that are in his shows. He's not gonna hide that shit. He's not a sneaky person. But that's just gonna be front and center. Front fucking center. The Initiative V. So, trust me, it's gonna be something where it's gonna be like, oh, see, and we had this plan in place that as soon as we get in power, like here's how they do it. Once superheroes are in power, and to be fair, technically, it's already in the show. Because
I was about to say that, because you kind of already did it.
Yeah, because you know what it was called? It was called Sister Sage. That was your Project 2025 right there. But I'm just saying, like, they're going to openly talk about it. It's going to be a thing. I'm sorry. I know some of y'all some of you who are only I know there's some of y'all who don't come to the live streams all the time. You ain't shit, show. He said on this day, Amazon cut Ernie a check. Look, let me tell you something. I know some of y'all who only are used to tuning in for the comic book videos. You don't, maybe this is your first live stream. You might not be used to hearing me talk like this, but I don't think it's any secret to those of you who have been here for a long time. I'm very politically activated. I am very
political. This is what Nerds of Culture is going to be.
Yeah. I was going to say, this is...
I have a feeling sometimes when we go off a little bit, I can tell there's some of the chat that's kind of like, okay. Right? And even I do it, right? I'm like, okay, I know this is not that kind of show. But just know, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, like if you're new or you haven't caught the show before, the Nerds of Culture, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, is more for this kind of talk.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk that shit and you're like, I only want to hear about comic books, that's why you have the Blerd Cade Saturdays at 1.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm just saying. I am not subtle. I am not subtle at all with my like I think you and I joked about this not too long ago when I talked about the guy that messaged me and told me, man, I'm worried that you're starting to go radical, that you're going left on us. And I was like, going? Damn.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I was obvious.
Yeah. Like, what did you think? Yeah.
Look, man, I'm like the X-Men, man. I've been taking no dose since day one. So let's my eyes are wide open.
You know what? Here, I'm gonna tell you all something
What's
real
up?
quick, okay? Listen, I need everybody to just listen. And I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I hope I would love to be wrong.
Okay.
But some of y'all need to really embrace not all skin folk or kin folk. You just need to like make it part of you. You know what I mean? I saw a post on, there's a reason I'm saying this. It's about the boys. I saw a post on Threads one time where it was like, it was a white woman, and her post was, if you wanna know about Black people, stop talking and listen to Black people, right? And she put it that way. The motivation was good. Okay, you're right. Good intentions. I quote tweeted, and I'm like, hey, everybody who ever hears this kind of advice, you always have to have an asterisk. You ain't right because you Black. I'm not right because I'm brown. You have to look at it like research. You got to know your damn source. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you what, Candace Owens is Black as fuck.
Oh yeah.
And you know how many like Black Republicans, how many Black conservatives? Not like the majority, thank God, but the fact of the matter is that they exist. So you can't just be like that. You all want Sage to be like the turn. You want her to be the good one because she's Black. Give it up.
Yes.
Sage is insane. Sage only wants to do this for herself. She is. I said Joker. Someone else said it better. The one who laughs. What is it?
Oh, the Batman who laughs. Yeah.
Yeah, like she's not gonna be good. Hell no. Duber said, "You Black Roman." Hey, I gotta give this. I've said this before, but I give it every now and then just because we have new viewers. When I say I'm not Black, I'm not doing the whole. I know Black Poppy. I know Black. That's not what I'm doing. I say, well, if I wasn't raised in Black culture, and I have never identified as Black. And I know that when I walk down the street, I don't walk through the world like Ernie does, right? And so while I am definitely more than a quarter have Black DNA, because I'm Puerto Rican, I don't feel comfortable claiming it because I feel like I'm like what's the word? Like it's kind of like when you have those super white Jewish people who call themselves people of color. Like, bitch.
Yeah. Oh no, here I got something for you, Rob. I got something for you. Actually, it's not really for you because I know you've seen this, but I'm talking about everybody else. Look, let me tell you something. Candace Owens, whole Black woman, but let me tell you what a baby shower looked like.
Yeah.
Look what this is from her baby shower. This is from her baby shower.
Yeah.
Look at all that. Look at that. Hold, let me zoom in for y'all. Enhance. Look at all this. Look at all this. Look at all that.
Yeah.
Look, it's one other motherfucker in here that could potentially be a person of color right here.
Yeah.
Look at all white women.
And she's in the back. Short as fuck, still in the back.
Look, back of the bus at her own baby shower. Man, stop.
No, I'm talking with her friend. I'm imagining Candace Owens was like, "Can you like just stand here by me?" Yeah. See that real tall girl in the green dress? Can you just stand behind her?
Yeah,
I don't
get behind
really
her.
need.
Get behind her.
I don't know why you came here. You people, you're black. I'm mixed. I am mixed.
Look. Also, wait. Where's Amber Rose at? I thought I saw Amber Rose in here somewhere. Oh my God. Yeah, no. No. Trust me. Not all skin folk. Not all. Look. They made this phrase for her.
Hey,
they made this phrase for Sister Sage.
She's trying to bring it all down, and for nothing. For nothing. She wants to see it all burn, and she's like, "Oh, that was cool."
Oh my God. I swear. No, I personally speaking, If it wasn't obvious, well, I'm gonna bring it up one more time, just for anyone. And by the way, this ain't Photoshop. This ain't Photoshop. This ain't Photoshop. This came from her Instagram account. So, just
you know what this is right here. You know what we're doing?
What's that?
We're doing anti-white racism or reverse racism.
Reverse racism. Like, hey. Wait. What do you mean black on black crime?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what it is. I blame how they were raised. Yeah, this is what happens when the fathers aren't in the family.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's their culture, actually.
Yeah, I think it's their culture. Yeah. Wait. Hey, let me ask. Let's ask her. God is good. Interesting. Interesting response. Interesting response.
Sure. Yeah, I believe that.
He sure is. That was her response. She was like, "He sure is."
By the way, I love what's trending right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's talking about how they owe Jocelyn Hernandez an apology.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Which is funny because that came up in your server the other day.
Yep, I put it up on Threads too. I clipped it, and I was like, look, Amber Rose is not black, and that's not gatekeeping a mixed race person. She said she wasn't black, and then you play the clip, and it's like, nah. You don't get to fucking like put on the costume when you want to. Fuck out of here. See, seriously, Susan Turpin is literally more black than Candace Owens right now.
Oh yeah, look, and see, here's the thing.
She's white as fuck.
She knew. Susan Turpin, whole white woman, came in and knew what time it was. This is how you know the Candace. Fuck the sunken place. Candace Owens ain't the sunken place. Candace Owens is at the bottom of she is in the Mariana Trench right now. That's where she's at.
I see. That's given the analogy. Candace Owens is not in the sunken place or in the Mariana Trench.
Oh, where's she at?
She's literally in the house.
Oh.
Black as fuck. Getting people to feel safe and pushing the motherfuckers into the sunken place.
That is so true.
She's worse. Worse.
Oh no. You know who she is? She's a catcher.
Oh.
She's a catcher. Some of y'all might not.
All day.
Some of y'all might not know what I'm talking about, but like a slave catcher.
Waking up, master, in the middle of the night. I just needed you to know they're planning. They're all right there. They're about to escape.
Look, hit it with that. Massa. They trying to run. They trying to run for their freedoms.
Candace, you better have a good reason for being in this room.
Look.
Massa, they're trying to escape. Candace Owens.
My God. Look, just because they let your ass in the house don't mean you one of them. Look, what was it? Paul Mooney had a saying. He's like, white folks know who's white and who's not.
Overseer, yeah, that's it.
They know. They know who's white and who's not.
They do.
They know. And trust me, they'll remind you. Just like they what was it? Dude, let me tell you something. The cameraman at the RNC this week, goated.
Yeah, I saw that.
Goated. Oh my God. Panned the crowd when they were talking about stuff that affected black people. Nothing but white faces. Oh my God. Actually, it wasn't even the cameraman. You know who it was? I want to thank the guy, whoever it was that was working in the truck. Because they always, that's how they do. It's never the camera. The cameraman don't control what we see. It's the person in the booth
Put it on the TV. Yeah.
It says, "Hey, cut to camera 3, cut to camera 5." Whoever was the coordinator of that, goated.
Yeah.
Absolutely, positively goated. Can you go to camera?
He changed.
Yeah.
He changed the scene on OBS and made it go to the other one. Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, hey, can you go to camera 3 right now, right here. Yeah, right here. Go to camera 3.
Okay.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
The Boys is gonna get dark. The Boys was dope. I love the heel turn. I don't even think it's gonna be a heel turn like it was in the comics. I think he thinks he's being good. He just feels like he's not gonna do anything else. Yes, this show is on the nose with the politics. But now they're at a point. It's kind of like, what this show's like? This show is like when the anime catches up to the manga, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Perfect. That's a perfect analogy. Yeah.
We are in like this is the time, and now we're at a point ahead of us, really, if Trump wins.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And now, like, okay, what are you gonna do? And you know what's perfect about that timing? If Trump wins, and there's nothing saying he won't, it's actually super close right now. It'll be the summer after he wins.
Yeah. Damn.
So they'll have all that material to
fresh
work with.
Fresh material.
They're allowed to.
Yeah. Hey, it's still a free country for now.
Yeah.
Candace thinks she's Sage when she's Firecracker.
Damn, you're right. God damn, you're right. That's good.
Got him.
That's good.
Got him. Damn. Look.
Oh man.
Bard, Candace Owens up and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have anything.
Mother Milk alone with his meat fetish.
Oh my god, yeah. They stay messing with him, man. They need to turn him loose, man. Just turn him loose, man. Stop fucking with him like that. I will say, we actually got a couple of things I want to hit before we inevitably run up out of here. Because you know what I did? Today? I checked the questions. I checked the questions. See, look, I'm being better,
what
man.
I didn't do?
Oh, recommend it? That's okay.
And he sent it to me too.
Damn,
always on time. It's never elite.
What?
It's me.
You know what we'll do then? I'll tell you what we'll do. Next week, double feature. Double feature next week. Double feature next week.
There you go.
Double feature. That's how we do, man. That's how we do, baby.
Yeah. That way. Yeah, we'll keep the math right. Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll keep the math in and make sure we do 2 next week.
Yeah. Oh, so we got some questions in here.
All right.
Here, I'm gonna do it like this because I want to be able to. We'll show a little bit of what's. You should be able to show a little bit of what's popping off here. Yeah, there we go.
And this is Ashley, not Firecracker. Not even Firecracker.
No, damn.
Shit.
We have got one from Qdoma. Let me see how this looks when I show it on here. Does this show? I might need to zoom. I don't know. It's going to show up all kind of fucked up because, like, the way I have this, I don't know if it's going to show up good enough. Nah, it doesn't show up good enough. We're just going to, well, I'll just read it. It says, greetings to the Council of Blerd. Been following this part of your work since its inception. Much thanks to Leftface and Just Chris Cypher and Blerd. We are all gamers here. I was wondering if any of you have checked out The First Descent. It's a free-to-play game. Looks good, but not without its pros and cons. Made by the same people who gave us Warframe.
I have not.
I know Elite X1 has put us on game about The First Descendant. In both the Leftface server and the Blur and the Blur Koa server. I know Elite X1's talked about it. I haven't played it personally, not for lack of actually no, it is definitely for lack of love because I know what type of game it is. I don't have the time.
Is this like an MMO or something?
No.
Shooter?
It's a shooter. Like one of those. It's a games of service type shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. Not here for it at all. Not here for it.
Oh, they got some waifu shit going on too. See
That too.
Evangelion waifu shit.
Yeah, I'm not in. That's also another reason I can't. I'm gonna have to play this. I don't have to explain this shit to hey, why do you got the robot with the titties? I don't need to be. I'm not trying to explain that to my kid. Okay.
Where the dudes have like super awesome mech armor and the girls have the titties out.
It is. It's like the dude like super plated up, got armor on top of armor.
Yeah.
The girl titties out for everybody. Just like she's got like some dental floss and like a coin on one areola and a coin on the other areola, and not even on not even on the areola, just on the nipple.
Right,
on the nipple.
Right.
You can still see the areola, and then like maybe like some like a little a fig leaf over the over the cat. No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
You gotta danger yourself now.
Right? I'm like, look here. Let me look. I'm gonna have to do it this way.
Danger.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm gonna. There you go. That's what you get. That's what you get.
Oh,
But no, Kidoma. I'm not Kidoma. But I Cower of Nothing says, did you know there were new seasons for Cobra Kai and Hit Monkey out right now? I didn't know Cobra Kai came out. I knew Hit Monkey came out.
Yeah, Hit Monkey. I know, but I never got into Cobra Kai. Everybody loves that. I know it's good. I know it's good.
It's great. It's great.
I have no reason to not. I don't know why. I can't. I watched like a lot of the first season. And it was legitimately funny.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, it's good.
Yeah.
I just, you know what I'm saying? You ever seen that?
No,
you had a show where it's like, this is good. This is funny.
Yeah.
I just don't want to watch it for some reason.
Yeah, no. Full disclosure. There are tons of shows like that for me. Like, I know for a fact because there's been some shows people have asked me about here on the channel, and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I just stopped watching.
Yeah.
like, hey man, you know the new season of so and so's out? Yeah.
Crazy.
I just stopped watching. Man, like, dude, that's
Raised by Wolves.
Raised
by Wolves.
Yeah. No, same.
Dope. I watched the entire first season. I watched the entire first season, and then it's like when they said season 2 was coming back, I was like, okay. Good.
Oh, From the show that was on Epix. From same thing happened. Loved the first season. Second season came out. I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. This one is not because of quality. I just forgot. Yellow Jackets. I love that show, but I'd never finished the second season.
Yellow Jackets. What's that?
Don't know why. It's the show. It's got Christina Ricci and Juliette Lewis.
I think we were planning on watching it. I heard of it. I haven't.
It's the one where they like crash land in the woods. It's the soccer team crash land in the woods, and they end up having to basically go Lord of the Flies to survive.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
Elite,
yeah.
Devontae, Westworld, same. As a matter of fact, Westworld was even worse for me because I watched all of season 1 and season 2.
Man.
And when I'll tell you, there's certain things like I do this with video games too. Like if there's a thing that I like that's happening, and then you change it on me, I'm like, it's not why I'm here. I don't care. I don't care about this. You know what I mean? And it's like Westworld. I was watching it for the Westworld. You know what I mean? For the androids that were pretty much real. And then yes, I was excited to see them try to get to escape, and I did want to see them escape. And then they escaped. and then Westworld was dead. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I don't fucking care about this.
Nah.
I like go back to the cowboy shit.
Right. I was like, can y'all get back to the Well, it also thank you, the Susan Tarpon for also Melanie Linsky. Also another great reason to watch that show. Yellow Jackets. You know another show? Evil. I fucking love Evil. It just
is that on Shudder?
It's on
Prime?
Paramount Plus. It's a Paramount Plus show. And I think it's actually on TV, I think, but it's on Paramount Plus to watch. That show loved. I think it's the final season that just came out. Have not watched one stitch of it. Oh,
Mm.
Star Trek Discovery, same thing. I love Star Trek Discovery, but I'm not gonna lie. I just was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
What's that show on? It might be Apple or HBO. The one where it's about a pastor and they're like scammers. Like it's called like Good Fortunes or Good Tithing.
Lovely
or
something or the right. I don't know what that. There's a few shows that came to mind.
Somebody will know in the chat. What is that one? It's supposed to be like real funny, but it's also kind of serious. And
What is that? The Righteous Gemstones?
that's it. Boom. That's it.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
another
one
one. Yeah.
that I haven't started, but I want to.
But I
And that's
haven't.
even like
Yeah.
another kind of weird category because every time I hear about it, I go, kind of want to start that. And then when it comes time to start it, I'm like, hey, not right now. You know,
Right. It's like, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood. Hey, dude, I'm not gonna lie. That has actually kept me from watching a lot of really good shows. And here's the thing, it's never, just like what Robo said, it never comes from a place of, man, this probably sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's like, know the show is going to be lit. You just,
that's right.
like, there's a lot of movies that I haven't seen because of that. Like, I'm like, I'm not really in the mood to do it
Succession was that for
right
me.
now.
I didn't start watching Succession until the end of season 2, right? And because
That
there's only
was-
3 seasons, I think. No. It's 4.
It's 4
Whatever
seasons?
it was, something like that. How many seasons of Succession? Maybe 5. But either way, it was like either 2 or 3 seasons in, and somebody's like, "Yeah, you should try it." I'm like, and I remember being on the couch, and I was like, "Fuck it, why not? I'll put it on."
You get
By
bored.
the time that season was over, I'm like, "Damn, this is the best shit ever."
Okay, so that was me with Yellowstone. Like, everybody's like, oh, man,
Okay.
Yellowstone, man, you need to watch. And I was like, And then one day I got bored.
Yeah.
And a season later, I'm like, eyes wide open. But
So there's only one tiny thing I don't like about Yellowstone.
What's that?
Oh no. Yeah, actually, I've already brought this up because you said they do address it a little bit. The way that they had the black farmhand there,
yeah, the one, yeah.
but they just treat him like normal. I'm like, no, that's not the way that shit works.
Nah, it's not.
Yes,
Well,
they are allowed to be friends. They are allowed to be friends. I see it. But
Yeah.
they're gonna have black jokes. They're gonna do stuff, and he has to pretend like he's
It
cool
does
with it.
come up. It does come up
Yeah.
like not a lot. It's not like because obviously he's not a main character, so it's not something they spend a whole heap a lot of time on. But there are more than a few moments where he is reminded that he's black.
Oh,
Not
okay.
in
So I
any
gotta keep
like,
watching.
not like it. Like, now I want to make sure I'm clear. Not in any way where he would be like,
Quit or fight or something.
yeah, like nothing like that. It would just be like little comments that get made by some like,
okay,
or,
maybe
Yeah.
you should stay here or some shit like that.
or even
okay.
like there's a point where there's a woman who ends up joining the group of them that
Yep, I remember.
yeah,
I'm
and
at that
there's
part.
yeah, and then like later on there's like some parts where it's like there's like it's little smart aleck little fucking jokes that come up that like maybe he notices it, maybe he doesn't notice it, or maybe it's one of those things that they put in there and they don't have him rack because they don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't. That character is one of those things where I'm like,
Take it easy, Bone Factory.
hey, be
Maybe I need to
good.
start evil. Maybe I need to start evil.
Yeah. There you go. Evil. There you go. Evil's good. Evil is good.
Yeah.
Evil.
Yeah.
Also, we got was a Shadow the Cat 99 or Alan says, hope you both having a great day. With shows like The Boys having these themes that relate so closely to events going on in real life. Do you think it can spark change in real life culture for the better? Also, I love the finale. Such a good ending that sets up the end of the series in a really interesting way. I think that's for future generations to decide. That part about will it make change in real life. I think that it's going to be people who come after the fact, like people who are probably on the younger side now watching it. You're probably going to see that. It's kind of like how the things we consumed as younger people have kind of informed on us in in our later years. I feel like that's going to be the thing. Like, I think a lot of us who are like already kind of like there, no. But younger generations definitely. And it might even affect how parents who consume that stuff, how it affects their children going, so on and so forth.
I think it would be silly to think that media doesn't have an effect on society. It's that same argument about violent video games, violent TV, right? Like sure, yeah, I think it can have an effect. I don't know how big of an effect, but definitely an effect, right? That's why when we stop stereotyping people. That's why people want to be represented correctly, because how you're represented in media is going to affect how you're treated.
Yes.
But when it comes to like big serious movements, a show like The Boys, like Blerd said, I don't think is going to change anybody's mind in the current, because if you see yourself in The Boys, you reject it, right? Like, oh, here we go. And if you are on the opposite side, you're like, yeah, that's fucking totally them. And I think you're right. I think people are gonna look at shows like The Boys.
Yeah.
And what I hope is that in the future we're at a place where we can look back and be like, man, that was crazy, and things are now better, or things are exponentially worse, and you were watching The Boys in a totally different tone. Like, fuck, bro. Remember when it was worrying about elections, and now we live in fucking Gilead,
Dude, oh my God, man. Especially considering I mainlined multiple, I think is it 3 seasons they've done so far?
I remember me and you talked, and I was like, you said something about like, oh, I haven't watched it. I was almost done with the first season. I should start watching it. And I said, me too. And then like 1 week later, you're like, yeah, I'm done. I was like,
yeah,
holy shit.
Yeah. Dude, I mainline, like I literally just stuck it right in there. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was not a smart decision on my part.
It's scary. It's scary because of how real that shit could be.
Oh yeah. Oh, about people hanging from the wall for being perceived as not pious. It was one of those things too, because it's not even just, I mean, yes, it's hell for the women. Don't get me wrong. But I'm gonna tell you what I didn't expect. It was when I got to the parts of the show where they actually focused on what happens when you have men involved in the situation who don't want to be a part of the situation. That like they're like,
they get the wall too.
Yeah,
there was dudes up on that wall.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah. No. It was one of those things that like, it was. Yeah, I'll just put it this way: if you are the least bit sensitive to stuff that could potentially happen for real, I would say stay away from The Handmaid's Tale. It's a very depressing show. There's nothing happy about that show.
Or just watch it more and just go deeper, and then join Antifa.
See, this is how it happens. This is how,
and do your business.
Yes.
Whatever that means to you. No violence. I'm just
kidding.
No
violence. No. I mean, I will say this though. Do not fall for the trick. Do not fall. And the trick what I'm talking about, don't fall for this trick that political violence is something new. Political violence has been around for a long time. And a lot of people are perfectly okay with political violence.
It's happening now.
Until it happens to their side.
That's right.
It is why when I saw a lot of people like saying, oh, you can't say that, the person shouldn't have missed, or that, oh, someone should try again, or this. Here's the thing. I'm not saying you should say it either. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I say, and this is something I live by, you hear me say all the time, keep that same energy. Because when that shit in Iowa popped off, or that shit happened to Nancy Pelosi's husband,
there's all jokes then.
It was all fucking fun and games. It was all jokes. Right. It was all comments about, must have been his gay lover that hit him over the head with that hammer.
Right,
it was a lot of, if someone punches out someone, punch that guy on the rally, and I'll pay your legal fees. Shit like that. Or, it's all fun and games. The Iowa thing. He said, we should just get over it. Yeah. Whole mass shooting. Just get over it. Yeah. So I say keep that same fucking energy. That's my attitude towards political violence.
Not only has political violence always been around.
Yeah.
political violence, nobody should do it.
Nope.
Nobody. I'm not even trying to be slick for the TOS either.
Yeah.
I literally think that people should not go and do that, because then you get taken out of the game. Whether you're dead or in prison or whatever, you're not helping anybody. I think there are plenty of avenues of activism that don't include violence. However, that said, to think that political violence is always bad, is to say that Haiti should be free right now.
Yeah. There's ways to do it.
Come on. And that shit was violent as fuck. That was bloody.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's also to say too that, like, you also got to look at the situation. It depends on the situation. Like, when you're talking about people fighting for their, like, literal, actual, like, I don't mean perceived loss of freedom. I mean actual fucking real loss of freedom. I'm like, okay, look, clearly talking about this shit didn't work. Obviously.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, but when I talk about, like, in a situation where we're talking about, like, motherfuckers just doing shit, just be doing some shit. Like, okay, all right. That's when I'm like, all right, y'all we need to let's all calm down. Let's all calm down for a moment. But no, but yeah, you'll
Devontre, I would argue that it was.
Well, it was
I would argue that it was.
It was his courts. It was the judges picked. He handpicked them,
right.
and he took credit for it. He literally took credit for it. He says, "I was the one."
Should.
He should. No, he actually to gin up his base. Oh, most certainly he should. He should take credit.
I don't mean should. I mean, like, it is his. He did.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other part of it is, a lot of people say that to be like, first of all, fuck up Biden. I don't give a shit about Biden.
Yeah.
But people try to say, like, oh, well, Roe v. Wade got overturned under Biden. Like, because we had somebody in the seat that was able to put three motherfuckers in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He placed Clarence Thomas was there, and of those 5 other judges, Trump put 3 of them there.
3. He picked 3.
He put 3 in there. So, I mean,
but that don't let Democrats off the hook, because we had a supermajority under Obama and they didn't fucking codify that shit. So that's them too, because they wanted to have that carrot always over our heads, and then they lost it.
In the same breath that I can say fuck Biden and fuck Trump, I will also say fuck Obama for that too.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, droning Americans and
the deporter in chief.
Yeah, just dropping bombs all over the Middle East. Like,
I mean,
I'm glad we got a black president. He's definitely more charismatic and an awesome speaker. I miss somebody who I miss a lot about Obama. I would be lying if I didn't.
Yeah.
But when you look at the material reality of Obama's presidency, it was the same old fucking garbage ass United States that we've always been. Imperialists bombing the fucking global south and destabilizing regions.
Oh yeah.
So
like nothing about that was perfect. Nothing about his
Jerome Berry, yeah, exactly.
Yep. Jerome Berry.
All right.
We've come full circle. We've come full circle.
Yeah. Hey, so The Boys was good. So can't wait for season 2. All that to say, I can't wait for season 2.
Right. Well, let's just put. I guess I did it last time, so I'm gonna let you take us out.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and MBs, that is the show. We appreciate everything you do here. For Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear, I am Robo of Left Face. You can catch me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. I think YouTube, I am just Left Face. Everywhere else, I'm Left Face TV, so I probably should fix that on YouTube.
Yes.
I would appreciate a follow, and look at it as a spectrum. Blerd Cave, all comics. Nerds of Culture, Comics and Politics. Left Face TV, mostly politics, but then we do brain rot and we like to look at messy shit.
Yeah.
Like
The
pop the
messiest.
balloon or something. So follow me around. And don't forget, Blerd Cave at 1 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Catch Nerds of Culture Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. I love you all.
On that note, you know what? For Robo, what's up?
And for just in honor of our fallen brother, Lo Tigre.
Yeah. And you know, hey, Candace Owens, you can go to hell. No, it's. Did I get it? Yeah, okay, I did it. Yeah, you're not gonna stop.